Well, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It is West Ham against Leicester. It is a top of the table match today. What chaos. Twitter goes into meltdown. Leicester fans going to meltdown. You've probably heard the rumours. Who knows if it's true or not? Get your views in, get your comments in. Loads to talk about in today's game about the team news. What on earth are we going to do? Well, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It's going to get lively. It's going to get exciting. You know it is. Thanks for joining us live. We want your views. We want your comments. As ever, we want you to join the debate. This debate is for Leicester fans. It's by Leicester fans. We are partisan. We are biased. We are totally Leicester Fan TV. Get your views in. Get your comments in. We want to know what you think about the team news. Everybody is talking about it already. There is no Maddison. There is no Perez. There is no Hamza Chowdhury. We all know the rumours now. We've got to be very careful what we say because it's not confirmed as far as I know. We want to know what you think. I've put the link in there. If you want to join us, you can come on camera and give us your views and let us know. I'm going to try. I'm going to have to do some editing. Nick says there's no smoke without fire. People are getting very heated and a bit of attitude about it. We want to know, is it true? We don't know if it's true or not, but we do want your views on it. It is really tricky thing to talk about and know what you want to do. Ethan says if it's true they need to get sold ASAP. A lot of fans are going to feel like this. A lot of fans are going to be highly frustrated. Paul, I agree with you. Before we came on camera I have been swearing, so it is really upsetting, Paul. Let's add in Jamie from the Foxes. I don't know what to say, Jamie. We've got to be very careful because we don't know if it's true or not. But there's certainly the truth of the matter is James Maddison is not in today's squad. Iosi Perez is not in today's squad. Hamza Chowdhury is not in today's squad. People are saying there's no smoke without fire. Be careful what you say, Jamie, because we don't know.
We don't know, but like you say, there's no smoke without fire. And these three names were mentioned this morning when I did my show, and everyone's saying, yeah, false news, fake news, blah, 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 the old Donald Trump thing. I'm afraid it is. If it's true, it's so disappointing that they've got this game this week, which is probably the biggest game we've had so far this season. You've got the semi-final next week. Can you imagine if one of them tests positive because they've been? If it's true, if one of them, that means they'll miss the game next week, and then three will probably miss the game next week.
I'll tell you what, Jamie.
It's true. If it's true,
and again, we're going to say if 1,000 times in the next 10 minutes. If it's true, for me, I don't want them playing in the semi-final next week. I don't want them playing in the final. I don't want them playing in the final if we get there.
We've been so good over the season. Everyone else has been having problems with people going parties and that. And it comes to the biggest 2 weeks of the season and something happens. Like Casey just said, morons, if it's true. It is. They've let all the Leicester fans down. There haven't been. I've just wondered why there's been no social media from Perez and Maddison and Chowdhury the last few days. I really was strange. Even Brendan Rodgers, his interview the other day on the presser before, he wasn't really with it. They didn't really know what to say. He kept saying about he's not up to his right levels and stuff about Maddison. So I don't know. So I think they knew then.
I mean, if it's true, the club will have to say, won't they? The club will have to come out.
They've got to, because it was the same as when Grealish did it to Villa, didn't he? He was caught going out of a party and that, and they came out and said it when in the first lockdown. We've had a year. You've had a year. It's nearly over, lads. You could have waited a few more weeks before you start going partying, if it's true. Allegedly, if it's true. You could have waited just a bit longer. Why? Everyone's had missed birthdays. I've missed my 50th birthday because of this bloody lockdown. Somebody's birthday party could have waited. That's not the important thing. They've let the fans they've let the fans down. If it's true, allegedly, if it's true, that they've let us down. They've let us all down.
They have, Jamie. It is again. I'm going to use that word if and allegedly because we just don't know. And hopefully this week we will know what's going on. I think if it's not true, the club should be out there now immediately saying it's not true.
But it just seems strange that the rumour started this morning, and then Maddison, Perez, and Chowdhury are not in the squad, even though these rumours started this morning. Perez, he wanted to have dropped Perez because he's had 2 pretty decent games. He's had against Man City. He played reasonably well last week. They want to drop Perez for not even made the 18 match. Whatever it is now, I can't remember. I've 90 match squad. No, how many players in the match day squad, Phil?
There is the squad, Jamie. So we can see there.
You best bring Jack in because I've been busy trying to sort this out and feigned rumours off because I haven't got a clue what the team is.
I've been that busy. I will add Jack in a second, Jack. He's going to join us. In fact, let's add him in now.
Let's add him in and get the team sorted. I'll go Piggy in the middle.
Go on then. Jack, talk us through what is the team today. Let's start with that.
So they've got Schmeichel, Daniel Amorti, Castagno, Ricardo, Fofana, Evans, Tillemans, Wilfred Ndidi, Kelechi Iheanacho, Dennis Pratt and Jamie Vardy.
Jack, there's no way. Maddison and Perez both featured last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So they would be in that squad, wouldn't they? Today,
Definitely,
you wouldn't have the youngsters on the bench like Tavares, the guy we can't pronounce, even Daly Campbell, Les Barlett. You would have Perez, who cost £30-something million. You would have Maddison, whose current value is perhaps £60 million. You would have £100 million worth of talent at least on the bench today, wouldn't you, Jack?
Yeah, you would. The only way you wouldn't get them on the bench, Phil, is if they were injured. But clearly these rumours look like they're true. But I guess footballers think they're bigger than anything just because of how much money they're on. They think they're bigger than normal people. If it were us, we'd be getting £1,000 fine and stuff like that. And we'd have to pay it, wouldn't we? But footballers, clearly the rules don't apply to them.
Ian says here, Jamie, Ian says, there's no way they'd drop Perez and Maddison from the squad for no reason. They would be on the bench at least. Hamza's been in and out, but Perez and Maddison, Jamie.
Yeah, Maddison needed minutes in his legs. He's been on the sick for 6 weeks with a hip injury. He played 15-20 minutes last week. He would have probably got half hour this week coming off the bench, or maybe 60 minutes starting for next week's semi-final. But he's just blown that in the air completely. These 2 games are probably going to be the biggest 2 games that Maddison probably will ever play. This West Ham game that could have not secured Champions League but made a huge difference, and a semi-final of FA Cup, one of the biggest tournaments in the world, he could miss it, even though there's been reports saying he might make it, more than likely start next week.
No,
it's wrong. That's just literally covering over the cracks of a story. I think it's totally wrong. I keep saying it. I keep let us down, let all the fans down, all Leicester Fan TV, everybody.
I agree, Jamie. Nick says here, I'm disgusted. Again, we keep saying if because it's not confirmed by the club what's happened. So we do have to be careful, Jack. But like Nick says, I'm disgusted. I think there'll be debate we have later this week, or as soon as we know if it's true. God help us if we lose today, Jack.
I'm not saying we're going to lose, but
no. But if we do, we all know where every fan is going to aim this at.
Yeah.
£50 million of talent. That's where it's going to be aimed at.
They're going to blame, obviously, certain players, aren't they? So,
stunned silence in a way, Jamie, because I've got here a comment coming in from it was somebody saying about Amati, a bit dodgy about Amati at the back. I don't even care who's in the team today a little bit. No. If this is what's going on, Jamie, because
it's sort of ruined it.
It ruins it. It has ruined it in a way. Again, we're all looking forward to, and again, we've got to be careful because maybe it's not true, Jamie. But
maybe it's not true, Phil. But I can't. It's just too bloody obvious that you'd miss out them 3 from the squad. Chowdhury has been in that match day squad near enough every single game. Perez has been in that squad every single game. Maybe not being used. And Maddison would have been in there. Maddison would have been in that team. It's just, again, they've let us down. Fair enough, we've got Tavares in there, Leichenbelly, Daly Campbell, Luke Thomas. Yes, they've come in when they've needed it. But there's no way you would have missed out. If they'd been injured, they they would have said it straight away, wouldn't they? They'd have had a press conference. Maddison is out. Quez is out injured.
Robert's saying I think the club should confirm this pretty quickly, which I agree with. And Alan
totally agree.
I think this is going to turn out to be true, says Alan. The silence from the club is deafening. I just, if it's not true, just somebody needs. It's a tweet, isn't it? It takes 10 seconds to type it and say no, they're injured. They should have said they're injured. If they have broken COVID rules, it has to come out in the wash, and they'll have to admit it because they'll have to have 10 days
test
out.
Everything, they'll have to have tests and everything. Like I say, they've ruined it. I was looking forward to this. We've been having a bit of banter with a few of the West Ham fan groups, and it just gives them fuel to the fire now. It really does. I'm just disgusted with the whole lot. I really am. They're just a few more weeks, and all this malarkey would have been over. You think of all the people out there that have been furloughed. I know I'm going off on one now. They've all been furloughed and out of work and lost their jobs, and these go out bloody partying, and they're paying 50, 60 grand a week to kick a bag of wind around. And they can't just do what they've been told to do for a few more weeks until it gets over. You ought to be in my situation, trying to earn a crust when there is no crust to earn. And they get paid for sitting on their arses, and now they're going to get paid for messing about and not ruining people's life, but disappointing. There's kids out there that'll think, well, if they can do it, well, we can do it, if it's true.
And again, that is the thing. If it's true, I'm gonna add in now. We've got so many people want to click in. I'm gonna add in Mark and Ross. Let's add in Mark.
Hi, boys.
How Mark? You all right?
Afternoon, Mark.
I've heard on Radio Leicester,
and I'm going to add in Ross.
Brendan has actually said to Radio Leicester that yes, the 3 weren't available for today, but will be in contention for next week, which I'm pretty disgusted about. That's the case.
You can read in the lines what you like of that, Mark, but on my show this morning. Remember on my show this morning when that comment first came up?
Yeah. I was there. And I thought it was a joke at first.
Everyone did.
I'm totally... If this is what has actually happened, I said to Jack earlier that I don't want to see them boys wear the shirt again.
It's disgusting. It really is. If allegedly what they're saying, if it's true, it's disgusting. It really is.
I can't even go and see my daughter in Brighton.
No.
You know.
They've just let everyone down. How are you, Ross? You all right? How's it going?
Yeah, well, so I missed your show this morning. I was asleep.
Yeah, not a problem. I take it you've heard the news, have you?
Yeah, I'm just see. Here's the thing: if like the amount of times we're going to say this, I mean, I say we've all been looking forward to this game. Arguably, these next 2 games, this West Ham game and the Southampton game, are probably Leicester's biggest games in a long time. You know, West Ham, we'd ever said that, Leicester-West Ham, massive game, but it's how big it is. And the thing is, you said then they should announce whatever's happened. I think the reason they've not done it, I think they'll wait till after the game because they want to get the game out. Well, this is what I believe anyway. I reckon get the game out of the way, get it out of the way, whatever the result is, then they'll announce whatever's happened. Again, we don't know.
But Ross, what happens if one of them does test positive for it? What happens when it goes through the camp? What are we going to do next week?
Then they should either not play for the club again. Let's not forget, if this was like an under-23s player or like a Tom Hopper or a Adam Smith, can't remember when that happened, they got sacked. Now, here's the question. Now, this might be over the top or whatever. Will the club either fine them a lot of money, or will they actually get rid of them? Now that's the big question because they're big players. That doesn't mean just because they're key for Leicester doesn't mean that they should be singled out. Like I said, years ago, so we all know what happened. Them 3 lads, they were all youth players and they all got sacked. They didn't get released; they got sacked.
But one of them was the manager's son.
Exactly, that's saying. Exactly right, Mark. You could be the manager's son. You're still not. You're still going to get punished for it.
That's what I'm saying. They should be punished for it.
Exactly, but again,
if that's the case,
until it confirms, this is a heated debate. Obviously, this could all turn out to be disciplinary issues, but nothing to do with COVID. We don't know until the club announce it. It's all rumours at the minute. I know everyone's gonna keep bashing the things and everything, but until it confirms, say these players have been involved, or BBC News will put it up, or we'll say this has happened. we're just going to keep it on like this.
Yeah.
Allegedly, there's 4 other Premier League players involved.
But what's the thing? Why have they not been named?
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If this is the case, then if it comes out that our players were involved, then the other 4 should be named and shamed.
Well, that's
yeah.
the thing. Another thing as well is, and someone can correct me on this. Why is there no images or pictures? Because you'd have thought every time all the people that broke these things before, like the Grealishes and Mason Mounts and Phil Foden or something, you know, with that issue with Iceland. There was pictures, there was videos.
Well, this has been kept under. If it's actually happened, this has been kept under very close wraps for the whole week.
Yeah.
And whoever's got hold of this story has decided that it's a good idea to put it out on the day of the game.
Well, that's...
Right, come on, lads. We've ripped this apart. Let's talk about the game a bit. I think Phil's having a few. I think Phil's had a few problems. Jack, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Yeah.
Are you there, Phil? You're going in and out a bit. Yeah.
There's that many people watching, Jamie. I think it's knackering the Wi-Fi everywhere.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Listen,
drop me out then, Phil. I've had my say. Let me go. I've had my say. So, yeah. But I still want us to win. Oh, well, I want us to win, but I think we'll get a draw. But you never know nowadays. But, yeah. Come on, you foxes. Drop us out, Phil.
We need Sean's positivity.
Yeah,
That's what we need.
If you can hear me, Ross, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for all your views.
Yes, but I'm going to go anyway. But I'm going to say 3-2.
Thanks, Ross. Brilliant. Thanks, Ross. Cheers, Ross. Thanks, Mark. I don't know. There was that many fans trying to get in. I think into the system. It was having a meltdown. Honestly, there's so many, and I'm going to get. I know Gray's waiting. Jono, Elijah, Sean, all waiting. So, Mark, I guess let's try and get a score prediction out of you today.
I'm going to stick with my score prediction. Apart from I did say Maddison was going to get one. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? But I'm still going to stick. I'm still going to stick with Leicester winning 3-1, and Maddison and Vardy will get the first goal. There's due one.
Thanks, Mark. I mean, I hear what you said. I was losing connectivity a little bit, but I heard you're quite upset, Mark. You said effectively if they have done it, you wouldn't want to see them wear a shirt again. Is that right?
Yeah. Why should they? They've let the club down. They've let the city of Leicester down, and they've let all his fans down. If I don't break the law, I don't break the rules. If I do, I have to pay the piper, and I'm afraid they're going to have to pay the piper if that's what they've done.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for your views. I'm going to let you go. We'll see you later.
See you half time.
Cheers, Mark. I'll let Mark go. Jack, I think a lot of fans are feeling very frustrated about all these things. If it is true, and we keep saying if it's true, I'm going to add in Gray. Gray, how are you feeling?
Hello, boys.
Afternoon, Gray.
Yeah, not too bad yourself.
Yeah, good, Gray. Good, Gray. I mean, we're going to start this off with lots of if, buts, and maybes, and allegedlys and all that. But what's your take on the team news?
It looks strong. To be honest, I feel like I've been in cuckoo land because when I started watching your show, I had no idea of what's been going on. So I think what Mark was saying, I think to see the lads wear a Leicester shirt again, he won't want to see it. I think things a bit harsh. Look at Grealish. He was pissed up driving. Sorry, language. He was drunk driving, hit 2 cars and flouted the rules. Okay, fine him. Make them do some so-called community service for the community. Take some kids training or whatever. Punish them, fine them, and put the money into the Royal for Vigside.
Yeah, I think, okay, Gray, I think that's actually, there's a lot of sense in what you say there. I do understand what Mark's view is, and I certainly, again, if it's true, I've said to earlier, if it's true, I wouldn't want to see them playing the FA Cup semi-final next week, nor the final if we get there.
No, they've blown it for themselves, really, and I don't know what's alleged to have happened, so I'm not going to comment, but whatever they've done, they've been silly. They need punishing. And like Ross was saying, these are two massive games for the club. You know, potential of an FA Cup final. And obviously West Ham, Chelsea, and everyone on our backsides. Do you know what? You silly boys. Silly boys. I'm going 2-2 today. I'm getting angry, and I don't want my language to come out. So have a great show, and I'll catch you half time. Let everyone else get in. Take care, lads.
Cheers, Gray. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Bye.
So that,
Jack, different opinions there from Gray and Mark, Jack.
Yeah. I think every fan's going to feel different, Phil. I think it's very disappointing. They should be ashamed of themselves if it's true. They don't deserve the privileges of playing in the semi-final next week. Why should they, Phil? They should be given to players who actually want to wear the shirt and do the right things by the government as well. And if these players ain't willing to do it, don't bother playing in a match that's important to the club.
I'm going to add in Jono. Are you ready, Jono, to come in? Let's add him in. Jono, hello. Thanks for joining us again. It's great to see you, mate. Get your views in.
No problem.
What do you think? For start, why are you wearing a West Ham shirt? I'm only joking with you, Jono.
No.
That's just my view on that purple kit, but never mind. What's your take on? Well, I'm going to say team news today.
Actually, I never even knew about it until I just turned on like 10 minutes ago.
And saw a meltdown.
I just looked at my phone like trying to find news about him. Like, there's nothing on it at all.
No. Well, it's all over Twitter. It's rumours, and that's why we keep saying it's ifs.
Yeah.
Allegedly, because we don't know. But it'd be. I think everybody's talking about it. So
yeah,
we're
like,
not saying it's true.
I'm disappointed, but I don't want to say they deserve that until it's been confirmed by the club. I don't want to say like they don't deserve to wear the shirt again until it's been proven. But what Mark said is very silly. They shouldn't have done it. But I don't know if this will affect the team today. Maybe they might be, angry with the players. I don't know. But on the game, we've still got a very strong team. We've had Maddison, Barnes, Perez in a lot of games, and we've still come out really well. So I still think we can get a good result today.
Yeah, I mean, it is a big game, isn't it, Jono? Today, West Ham, obviously.
Massive.
Massive.
Biggest game of the season.
Would you? A draw wouldn't be the end of the world today, Jono. Would you take a draw if it was given to you now, or do you want the win? I mean, certainly defeat would be a bit tasty for them.
We're still 2 points ahead of Chelsea if we lose. So even after this week and we still lose, we still will maintain third. But who have we got next week? We've got Southampton
in the FA Cup. Yeah.
Then we've got West Brom, which that's pretty much almost a guaranteed. Well, they beat Chelsea 5-2 actually, so I'm not too sure about that. But again, that's a game we should be winning. After that, we've got Crystal Palace, again, we should be winning. Southampton, we should be winning. Newcastle should be winning. So those 4 games we're pretty much favourites to win. So this is the last game where it's actually a massive challenge for us up until the end of the season. The last 3. So
a draw wouldn't be the end of the world, Jono.
No. But that cushion will make them so much. Like last season, we bottled it. This will give them massive confidence, not just for the season, but for the FA Cup. If we beat West Ham, and then that'll give us massive confidence to play Southampton, not even with our strongest players. So I do think it's key to win this game. And it's selfish because, why would you ruin the chance of getting Champions League football and FA Cup glory by going out having a drink? I can't go with my friends having a drink. I get pissed at home. I don't go see my friends at the pub or go to someone else's party.
I think, Jono, thanks for joining us. I agree with you. I think as soon as we know if it's true or not, we'll have a live debate the minute it comes out, and we'll debate what we think. I think for today we're about time to get focusing on the football. So I'm going to let you go, Jono. I'm going to add in. Thanks for joining us. Come again.
Yeah, we'll do. No problem, mate. See you later, guys.
Thanks, Jono. Thanks, Jack. I'm going to let you go because I've got to quickly get in a few people, Jack. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're doing the watch-along, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll see you then.
So come back in a second, Jack. Let's add in, and I'm going to add in Tom very quickly and Elijah. Tom?
Hey, mate.
You've broken away from Daddy Daycare. You're not doing the watch-along today, Tom. What have you come on to talk about, Tom?
Team news, positive starting lineup, but we won't talk about the bench because we haven't got a bench today, but we'll talk about the starting 11, and great to see Dennis Pratt in there.
Yes. Good news.
Dennis is around for a long time. He's got his chance today, and do you know what? If he takes it, the likes of Maddison and Perez, who've been playing well, you've just blown your chance of keeping in your places in the football team. So disappointing if it is true. We'll say if, because we've not had it clarified. But if it is true these boys have been up to, then really they've let everyone down at Leicester for me. And we're talking a matter of weeks away before hopefully trying to get back to a bit more normality, be able to have a haircut and do things what we all want to do. And 3 players, you think they're bigger and better than anyone else. It's a bit sad, really.
It is, Elijah. Again, thanks for joining us all the way from over the pond. What's your take on the team news? Looking forward to today's game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat as a lot of fans. I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning here, so I just woke up, tuned in, and that was the first I heard about all of this. I pretty much agree with most of you. This is devastating if it's true. I think it's especially because like the UK is in a much better position than Canada right now in terms of reopening. You're so close. Canada's still a few months away at least. But the fact that they couldn't wait that long, if true. Now, I want to give them benefit of the doubt. I don't know what possible benefit I could give them. I don't know what possible reason there could be otherwise. They were fit against Manchester City, but we don't know yet. There hasn't been any official reporting. Otherwise, the team does still look rather positive. I will say there's not enough room on the screen for me to turn around, but this is the Albrighton shirt. Don't say we don't have a bench. We've got Albrighton on the bench. But I'm still positive about the fact that we've got the 2 up front of Vardy and Iheanacho. That's a good combination. We've still got Tielemans. We've still got Pratt. Belgian connection. Got Castagna in there as well. It's still a good, solid lineup. What I'm worried about is that if all of these rumors are true, what is this going to mean for the mentality of the team? Because this is going to be one of the most important matches of the season for us. This is a crux point. If we don't finish in top 4, West Ham finish against us, and they did the double against us in the Premier League, that's going to have a huge impact.
Tommy, Elijah's got a point. Again, it is lots of ifs, buts, and maybes at the moment, but this is one of those games. It is a 6-pointer. It is a 6-pointer. That's why I would take a draw if it was offered now, especially with everything that's rumoured to be going on, Tom.
It's a must not lose game. A point now would be brilliant. You just keep that little bit of a gap. Like I said yesterday when we were chatting in the group, how dramatic the couple of results have been for Liverpool and Chelsea, and it just squeezed everything up in that top 4 race. And if West Ham were to win today, what do they go? A point behind us? It just really does get tight. And for me, a point away today would be a massive point on the road, considering everything's gone on. But I'm still confident with that lineup we can go and win today. I really am. I think the lads will be confident. I don't think they'll be phased with what's gone off with Maddison, Hamza and Perez. I think they'll be out in their dressing room. I think there's enough leaders in there to say, forget about them 3. We've come this far. We're not going to blow it again for a second season. If we were to do that, lads, and we're going to look absolutely fools if we lose, the Champions League spot. So I think there'll be enough desire and hunger in there to go and get a result today.
Yeah, I mean, Elijah, this is just the views of some fans. I put it on screen. Jamie said, these party animals may have ruined our season if we lose today. I hope we go on and win. I hope the players on the pitch. There's enough quality, Elijah, in that side to beat West Ham today, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm still optimistic. It'll take a lot to beat down my Leicester optimism. And I think you're right in that there are still leaders on that pitch. I think Evans will still do a great job of shoring up the defense. We still have Vardy up front. Those sorts of older heads, they've been at Leicester for long enough. They can take charge and rally cry the team in their absence.
Yeah, indeed. Tom, it sounds like you're having fun there, which is great.
It's nuts.
What's your score? No, that's Daddy Daycare for you. What's the score prediction, Tom?
3-1 win. I'm positive, mate. I really think we can go and get results today. I know West Ham have got a few boys missing, so the main threat for me, Antonio, who did all the damage in the first game against us, he was the one who caused our defence chaos. Isn't playing for them, and I know Jess Lingard's come in. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on and how we can mark him into the game. But without him and Declan Rice, Leicester have got every chance of getting a result today.
I mean, Elijah, Jesse Lingard has been looking pretty good form for West Ham recently. He was a player, Elijah, I did say in the January transfer window we could have looked at, and people laughed at me, to be fair.
I did.
You laughed, Tom. Did you laugh? Did you laugh?
I didn't want him. I didn't want him near the football club. I hadn't seen, considering he'd only played 2 games in 18 months for Man United. Look, he's changed my mind and wish we had got him. But at the time, I didn't see enough to really think, why are we going to spend 140, 150 grand a week on a player who couldn't get in Man United's first team. And he's proved me wrong. And I love players who do that. You know, fair play to him. He's been absolutely brilliant. And the goal last week at Wolves, I mean, to run from the halfway line and score, that takes some doing. And fair play to him. He's another one now who's, we'll say it now, he's pushed Maddison probably back down the pecking order for going to the Euros. And today's just giving Southgate a reason not to take him for me.
I mean, Jesse Lingard against, I think, the Wolves game, it wasn't just the goal. He was involved in, he had some fantastic touches. I watched a highlights reel of that match of just Jesse Lingard. He will be one to watch, won't he, today for them?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you see this in players across the Premier League where sometimes they just need a change of scenery and it just unlocks the best in the player. I'd say we got that out of Mark Albrighton when we took him from his previous place in Aston Villa. Even Perez, you could argue that when we got him out of Newcastle. And you know, obviously we don't want to shower him with too much praise at the moment, but Lingard, this move seemed to be exactly what he needed. He's getting the game time that he needed, and he's getting that mentality boost. He will absolutely be the biggest threat in a claret shirt today.
Brilliant. Thanks, Elijah. Thanks for joining us. What was your score prediction, Elijah?
You know, I'm thinking a 3-2 as well. I think we can still take it, but it'll be squeaky at the end. 3-2
from Elijah. Tom, you were 3-1. Are you joining us later, chaps?
I'll try and pop on, depending if I'm still going.
I'll try to, but I might have to step out.
All right, we'll see you later, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
I'm going to let Elijah go, and I'm going to let Tom go. Thanks for joining. I'm going to let let's get Sean in. We need some positivity. If ever there's a day for some positivity, I'm adding Jack back in, and I'm adding Sean back in. Sean, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Sean, how are you doing today, Sean? Are you all right? Sean? Sean, can you hear me all right? What do you feel for today's game? Are you excited for the match?
Yes. I got a feeling we might beat them.
You think we're going to beat them? Come on, Sean. This is what we need. Positivity. What's the score going to be today, Sean? Sean, what do you think the score's going to be?
I think 5-0.
5-0. That's what we need. Everybody's saying we need some Sean positivity today more than ever. So, are you going to give us a massive "Come on, Leicester"? One of your biggest ones, Sean.
Yeah. One more thing.
Yeah.
I do think if we play we need to put on. It was good on the pitch.
Martin.
Yes, Sean, I agree. Sean, are you going to give us one of your big "Come on, Leicesters" before we get the match underway?
Yeah. Come on, Leicester. Come on, you can do it. And did you heard about the sad news about the Prince about the Prince Philip?
Yes, Sean, and I would guess, Jack, there's perhaps a minute silence before the match today. Is that correct, Jack? 2 minutes. So Sean, I'm gonna let you go because I think Sean's Wi-Fi's gone anyway. So, Sean, thanks a lot for joining us. Sean goes 5-0. Jack, we needed a bit of positivity today. I think Lox is here as well. Lox, are you ready to come in? Lox?
Hello, how are we?
Well, what's your views, Lox, on the team news? Come on.
Well, there's only one thing to talk about, isn't there? And I get some people saying, don't want to talk about it, not worth wasting energy on it and all that. And I probably agree. The one thing I'll say is that, like some people may agree with the restrictions still in place in this country. Some people might disagree. But the thing is, the only thing to really look at here is that they are in place. And the players knew that going into this big game, that if they did get caught, there would be repercussions. And they've been caught and now they've been dropped. So I hope that we win today with Pratt in that number 10 role to show we don't need Maddison or Perez in there. And I hope Pratt has a good game. It's not good. It's not good at all from them three. But we've got to look forward and try and get the 3 points without them. That's all we can do. And I hope we get an apology from them. I hope we get an apology.
Well,
from
I
them.
hope it comes out one way or the other, Locke. So I think the club should come. I mean, there's that many rumours out. For me, the club should just put a tweet out and say whether that's after. I guess if it's true, they'll leave it till after the match. But if it's not true, just put a tweet out now and say, look, they're injured, whatever. You know. But clearly something has gone on, I would say, because there's no smoke without fire.
Well, yeah, the thing is, like, I know it's like it. I mean, I said this earlier on, and I know it's like clutching at straws, but Jose Perez normally puts out like a match day tweet or something before a game, on the day, and he hadn't done that today. And even when he's injured, he normally does it. So something's definitely not right. So we can't confirm it, just like the club haven't, but I think it's true. But anyway, as you said, I hope we get an apology. And Rodgers has kept it quiet, hasn't he? Just saying that they're unavailable, and that might be the club's decision to do that.
I'll hand over to you two. I'll see you back at half time. Enjoy the match. Let's see what we can do. Cheers.
Here we go, Jack. Here we go. Leicester,
Let's go.
West Ham versus Leicester. What is West Ham's like abbreviation? Is it WHU? Is it FC?
Yeah.
That's 4 letters.
Yeah, WHUFC, West Ham United Football Club. 5 letters.
Well, we don't get. Do we get 5? No, we just get LCFC. Cheeky buggers. Nah.
That's because we're Leicester City Football Club.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm sure like every team gets like a 4-letter team, a 4-letter word. But oh well, I might be wrong. Let's have a look. Who's there? Yeah, Jack's getting it up. There's Lingard on screen. Obviously, the player's just taken the knee there. It's about to kick off, and it has kick off. West Ham United versus Leicester City at the London Stadium. Let me once this goes up, let me see what it says.
Schmeichel will go towards Fofana. Bowen's going to put him under some pressure here.
Well, now they've only got 2 letters. Look, we've got 3 and they've got 2 letters, mate. Look at the top of the screen.
David Moyes.
Let's just go with this. There's the scoreboard for anyone who's going to want it. So there we go. No Rice as well, right? No Rice or Antonio, is that right?
Yeah, Antonio normally scores against Leicester, doesn't he? He's a right handful for defenders.
Yeah, Forest, isn't he? Ex-Forest player.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, naughty tackle here on Kufal by a Leicester player.
Yeah.
Didn't see who it was.
West Ham's going to have the free kick with Jared Bowen, right-hand side of the penalty area. Here comes the big men in Diop, Souček and Dawson.
Naughty 3 that. Naughty 3 to
no Fashigo kid Jack need for look. No, not today, mate. I can put it on though, but
here we go. Sometimes ball in from the free kick from Bowen to the back post. It's cleared
and
by
Johnny Evans clears. And Leicester's going to get out. We're going to win that as well with Ricardo. Martin Noble's going to win it. Ricardo's going to look into the air. And it's going to be... Oh, it's not gone out.
West Ham still with it here.
Souček, Noble.
What broadcast are you watching with these 2 and 4 letter? No, yeah. So West Ham's got WH and Leicester have LEI. So
Lingard's down.
But WHU and LEI makes sense. Yeah, that would have made sense to me as well. But I was looking at more LCFC. I normally do like LCFC on here on the scoreboard at the bottom, but not today.
Well, at least Lingard's not gone down like De Bruyne. Jesus
no, exactly.
Christ, man.
Yeah. Should be a good game. I'm guessing 2-2 Kent goes with. Thanks for watching, Kent. Thanks to everyone who's watching.
Lingard's playing as a striker.
Yeah, I was thinking that might take place.
Mike Dean, lovely.
Mike Dean, we love a bit of Mike Dean.
The most controversial referee in the Premier League. Love it. I think Leicester just need to go with width today, don't they? They need to just attack and don't play like Man City when they were playing it too around the midfield, because it don't help you out when you're in the middle too much. Vardy's going to
Vardy.
chase, wins the head up, finds Kel. Kel's going to hold it up, and Mark Noble's going to take it from him. Go on.
Pressure
Go
on
on,
the back
Kel.
line here from Kel.
West Ham go along with Fabianski, and Marty's going to win it. Finds Tillemans. Tillemans wins the header as well. Ricardo now. Finds Kel.
Kelechi takes a shot
Kel from distance. Oh, Fabianski saves.
into Fabianski's arms.
Leicester, first chance of the game, and it falls to Iheanacho. West Ham go long again, looking for Jesse Lingard, and Daniel Amati does well. And here comes Fornals. He seems to have a good record against Leicester as well, and last times he's played against us, Pablo Fornals.
He was very good early on in the season, wasn't he? In October.
Soufal looks for Souček, and Fofana wins it, and West Ham have a throw in right hand side. 4 minutes in.
Vardy's got a fresh trim. Is that legal?
Is it legal?
I'm sure Bex has got a diploma in haircutting. I think. Yeah, probably that's what it is. I think that's what it is. 4.5 minutes in, by the way, guys. 0-0. Been a bit end to end at the minute. West Ham have had a couple of balls into the box. We've had a shot on goal through Kelechi Iheanacho from about 30 yards out. But now West Ham have a free kick in our half. A foul on Mark Noble.
I think it was on Jared Bowen. The foul.
Was it?
Yeah. This is he signed another contract, hasn't he? He signed a new contract, Mark Noble, till next season. So
can't believe it. He's just always there, isn't he?
Cresswell whips it in. Tillemans. Oh, can Castagna get there? He's going to go and hover over Jared Bowen, and Bowen's going to keep the ball. Stays on his feet, though. Here comes West Ham. Soufal now, right-hand side. Looks for Bowen. Well played. And that's going to be a throw into Leicester. Jared Bowen is just looking for everything he gets this game. He's a veteran. The veteran of West Ham Football Club. Played from the age of 16. Mark Noble. Farner. Pratt wins the header. Iheanacho now just loses out, and West Ham's going to look to play it forward with Cresswell.
Moyes was out due to COVID, along with some technical staff when we last. But yes, it was Alan Irvine in charge. Well, not in charge, but on the touchline for West Ham that day. Did a job over us. That was a game where we had plenty of the ball, but we just couldn't break them down, and they countered us very well. We were very vulnerable on the break, but I did think this would be different today. I mean, I know we're only 6 minutes in. I did think that we would have the majority of the ball today again.
Kel picks it up. Beats Mark Noble. Tillemans now. Leicester's got a bit of the ball now. Here comes Pratt for Leicester. Over the halfway line.
No options for him.
No options. Finds his fellow Belgian. Castagna for Farner to Evans. Evans is going to look long now towards Kel. Will Kel win the header?
Kel's in, shoots. Oh, over the wall. Not a great shot.
Another chance for Kel, and still 0-0. Coming up to the 7th minute mark in this game. Still 0-0.
Surely not, Josh. Is he still going on? I saw like last year he was moaning because we denied him a move to a bigger club earlier on.
He's a win.
But we've done better than Arsenal in the last couple of years, so I don't know what he's bloody moaning about. So let me know, Josh, if he's done it again. Stephen Price says, Nacho looking sharp. Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good early on.
He's looking good at holding the ball up as well, Kel. 5 goals in his last 7 games for Leicester. Can he get one today? I hope so.
Pressure on West Ham here. They've still got the ball, but Leicester are piling on the pressure.
Soufal goes back, and Leicester win it with Fofana.
And did he? Back to Evans.
The first goal is going to be crucial in this, for sure.
It would be great to see Pratt getting a great game in, and I love Dennis Pratt, a proper professional. You don't see him going to parties, Jack. You won't see him.
I know, yeah. I don't think I've been for a party in ages. That's been a long time. when you don't drink for a while after going for a party for a long time, it affects you quite quickly. But
yeah, that's why I
you
just
never
maintained the drinking
never
throughout
sit
lockdown.
down. Never sit down when drinking because it goes to your legs, and when it goes to your legs, Jesus Christ, there's no other way.
Oh,
Leicester
well
win the
played
ball
there
with
by Fofana.
Castagna now. Pratt.
Foul ref, Mike Dean. That's a foul advantage.
No, he's not going to give it. Here comes Evans now for Leicester. Can Leicester break West Ham down? Wilf now finds Pratt. I think last time at the King Power Locks, it were about we didn't have a plan B. We didn't know how to change the game, and Chenga's underdive for a penalty in his first game.
I can tell you now, mate. We ain't got a plan B today on the bench. I'm telling you that for sure.
We've got Albrighton. He's a crosser at the ball, and he's a great crosser at the ball. Mark Noble shows experience there. Oh, he's gone in late there. Very late. And it's going to be the first yellow card of the game to... Who is it?
Mark Noble or Souček? Which one? Souček.
Thomas Souček. Oh, yeah. If he stutter up then. That red card what Leeds got yesterday. I don't know, Locks. What did you actually think to that red card at the Leeds game yesterday?
It's just how the game is these days, unfortunately.
It was soft, but both feet were off the ground, weren't they?
Well, he got the ball, didn't he? But he followed through. Yeah,
so it's follow through, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you for the
I'd be
super
annoyed
sticker.
if I was a Leeds fan, but if I was a Man City fan, I'd be happy with that.
Thank you for the super sticker, Haley. Much appreciated.
Cheers, Haley.
Keep your money.
Just give it to Jack directly instead.
Yeah, just give it me. Fill my
It's your card. She's using your card, Jack. She's
That's
using
it.
your card.
She's using my card. Never leave your card around.
Tavares is a substitute that could change the game. Well,
he's
one of the only attacking players on the bench, Tavares, but I haven't seen enough of him to make me think that he can come on and change a game.
Here comes West Ham now with Cresswell. Looks backwards for Souček.
I think they did check it, Steve. I think they had one little glance at it and said no.
Stephen Price seems to think they should have gone and looked at VAR for that for a red lock.
Yeah. I think they probably did.
My card, actually. Okay, then. Let you off. Evans now. Come on, Leicester. Don't get like the Man City game where you're just passing it around the back and then the pressing. Oh, my day. Oh. Fofana. He's doing well for the under-21s, ain't he?
Yeah.
Fofana for the French under-21s. It'll be the next, I don't know how many great centre-backs France have had in the year, so...
Varane. The next Varane.
Iheanacho. Oh. Finds Ricardo now. Ricardo shoots!
Oh, he does his man!
Comes into the box. Oh. And Leicester get it back with Youri Tielemans, and here comes 4 nows for West Ham. Bowen now, and he's going to go on the floor, and West Ham are going to have another free kick.
80th minute, Vanuatu Sung Chitwan. To be fair, I'd rather see Sung Chitwan than Tavares, because I've seen I don't mean that in any disrespect to Tavares. I mean, I just want to see this guy. I want to see Vanuatu Sung Chitwan. I'd like to see him, just see what he's got, in his locker. Because I've seen Tavares and he did all right. So we need to give this guy a chance as well.
Here comes West Ham now. Lingard, don't let him turn you. Take him down the line. There we go. Wesley Fofana, experience. And here comes Youri Tielemans now. Tielemans is going to go backwards to Fofana. Fofana is going to say, okay, mate, you come and get the ball off me and I'll pass it away from you. And here comes Daniel Amati. Ricardo now, right-hand side.
He has been dry, but he's going to come. It's going to come. The goals are going to come for him.
He's like dry gin, Jamie Vardy.
Stefan, whatever it is. Sorry if I've said it wrong. Thank you.
Dry gin. Castagna. And it's going to be a throw.
169 of you watching on all platforms. Please, if you don't mind, Drop us a
Please
like.
like,
It'd be much
share,
appreciated.
subscribe.
If you can drop us a like, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Get us closer to that. Is it 6? Yeah, 7.
6.3, 6.4 we're on it at the minute. It'd be great to
6.4.
get to
So get us closer
7K
to
by
that
the end
7.
of the season for sure.
Yes, and share as well if you're on Facebook. It would be much appreciated. It really helps us out. Help your fellow Leicester fans out. Vardy through here.
Vardy now. Oh, I would have gone for Castagna, but
Pratt still got it. Kel. Oh, I can't quite get a foot on it. It's cleared out to Fofana again.
I thought Vardy were going to go for Castagna then. Castagna now
again.
for
Pratt over to Castagna.
Castagna.
Jimmy Castagna.
Oh, he could have
Fabianski beats him to the ball.
Then. He's done his hand.
Fabianski beats him to the ball, and Castagna clips the gloves of Fabianski. A sore one, I'm sure. The Premier League table since New Year's Day. West Ham 3rd, Leicester 5th. Interesting.
Diop now gives it away to Ndidi. Leicester now. Oh, just can't get hold of it. Here comes Amati. Amati out to Fofana. Fofana's going to come over the halfway line. Leicester look forward now. Castagna now. Castagna's going to take a little run. Pratt. Oh, and Leicester are going to go back. West Ham have conceded quite a few goals, haven't they, Locks, in the last couple of games?
Yeah. I mean, they conceded 3 against Arsenal and then 2 against Wolves, wasn't it? They've scored goals. But they've conceded nearly as many. So that's a good sign for us, but we'll see.
So it's second in the Premier League table for away record and second in the Premier League table for home record, West Ham versus Leicester. Interesting, this.
They're making good pressure on us, but their defence is looking shakier than ours right now. We found good space so far.
Mark Noble, Lingard, back to Souček. Lingard looks for Bowen. Ndidi wins it. Here comes Lingard. 4-0 now for West Ham. As West Ham looks to counter-attack Leicester. Masuaku now finds Cresswell. Corner. Yes, going to be a corner to West Ham. Oh, I didn't know Cresswell were that quick.
No, he's got a lovely cross on him as well, hasn't he?
And
he's got a lovely finish on him, as we saw in the title-winning season, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
What a finish that was. Horrible game.
Days. A penalty weren't a penalty.
Oh, yeah. Was that when Robert Huth?
No, Jeffrey Schlupp, wasn't it? That was
our
penalty.
Our
game,
penalty.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we conceded a penalty as well, didn't we?
Yeah. Winston Reid was it? Andy Carroll scored.
Yeah.
West Ham left-footed, lifts in a big one, and Craig Dawson. Schmeichel about dropped it on Souček's head then. And Leicester, Schmeichel's going to hold it. What's Schmeichel now? 34, is he, Schmeichel? Here comes Kel. Kel now to Vardy. Oh, never. I just didn't see the pass. Leicester win it back. Go on, Kel.
In there.
Go on, Kel.
Left side. Kel's going to get a ball in. Can't find Vardy.
And it comes off Vardy.
Did he?
Comes back to Leicester.
Pratt.
Take advantage of their defence. Oh, Bonner's their best defender for sure. Tillemans now finds
Ricardo on the wing. He cuts into the box. He's going to cross it in.
Tillemans.
Headed out. Back to Tillemans to Ndidi.
Come on now, Leicester. Take advantage of this.
Dennis Pratt.
Dennis Pratt. Corner Leicester. Come on, boys.
Quick one. What time are you on, lads? We are on 17 minutes 20, 21, 22, 17 minutes 24, 25. There you go. Yes, good little bit of play there by Leicester. A couple waves of attack. Now it's going to be a corner for Leicester, hoping to find the head of Johnny Evans or Wesley Fofana. I've got a tiny bit of money. I've got a few quid on Fofana to score today. Terrible corner, overshoots it, and it's going to go out for Cresswell. Keeps it in.
You could have overchased that, Wilf. There, you could have gone out and chased it, but no. He's going to look for 4 now, and Ricardo does well there. Castagna's going to keep it in. Evans.
Oh, Leicester give the ball
Marty.
away. Jared Bowen plays in Lingard, and
Oh, well
Castagna
played,
manages to
Castagna.
get a toe on it. Back to Casper.
What is
Now
the
out wide
Marty
to Ricardo
thinking there?
Pereira.
The Marty's just nearly done a chowdery.
13 minutes behind. Behave.
No, we're in front. We're on StreamYard, so we're like live. It's just because it's YouTube and Facebook, it's seconds behind.
Yeah, me and Jack are watching the game at the right time. It's just it takes a few seconds for it to come through to you, your phone or
Sue foul
computer or
now.
laptop.
Finds Lingard. Lingard out to Masuaku now. Masuaku's going to look to whip this one in. And and Bowen's gone straight into the post. Yeah. I bet that one hurt.
Which side has played better this far? It's been pretty even. I'd say Leicester have been just on top by a tiny bit, not much in it at all. But West Ham, we've had a couple of attacks, but West Ham have just had a very good chance here. The ball's whipped in by Masuaku, finds Bowen at the back post, just overshoots him, and Bowen goes flying into the post. Is it his knee? Oh, that looked like it hurt. Right, his knee. Dave Gavin with the €5, a fiver towards a background screen for Jacko. Hey, get your green screen, Jacko. Masuaku. Back to Dawson here for West Ham. You need to watch the match. If you want to watch the match, you can sign up to Sky. Sign up to Sky Sports.
It's been a tight game, this one. It's been what I expected it to be so far. It's been very edgy and cagey in the first 20 minutes. But, I expected no different from West Ham. They're obviously done well this season. So...
Yeah, I mean, James, a dicey game. This could go either way. Both teams very good on the counter-attack. West Ham, I would say, at the moment, with the players we've got available, West Ham are probably better than us on the counter. And they're going to have a chance to attack here.
Cresswell now.
Masuaku.
Looks for Masuaku. He's going to look for Cresswell again. No, he's not. He's going to go
quick
backwards
play here
to
by
Lingard.
West Ham. We've got very quick feet. West Ham, very quick feet.
4-0. Cresswell to Lingard. Lingard's going to look to take on Youri Tielemans. He's going to get crossing as well, and Johnny Evans deals with it, and here comes... Oh, who's that? Go on, Kel.
Kel. Can't find anyone with a header.
Vardy won't run in behind him then. Souček could get another yellow card in this, It wouldn't surprise me if he actually brought us down again.
It does feel zoomed in. I don't know why it feels zoomed in today, but it is. It's going to be 1-0, I think, hopefully in our favour. Oh, naughty that on Vardy, but it's not a foul. He's got away with it, Dawson.
Typical Mark Noble,
that. Big game today. We'll take a point, to be fair, also with the rumours going around. West Ham are shocking. How are they even in the Prem? No, West Ham are good. West Ham have been very good this season.
West Ham have just picked up points when all the so-called top six have dropped points, and it's good to see teams like West Ham up there with Leicester and, I know the so-called top six hate it, like so-called who finished third in the torch race, Tottenham Hotspurs and Arsenal. So it's good to see teams like Leicester. It shows how far we've come as a football club, and what David Moyes is doing a fantastic job as well from what he had when he first took over. So,
yeah, West Ham are very well drilled, as we will see in this game. We've seen it a little bit already. They've made a couple of mistakes, but they are normally very well drilled, and I'm sure they'll continue that today.
Come on, Brendan. Oh, I'd delete that other comment blocks from that live HG thing.
What's that, mate?
There's a comment come up from Granite.
Franz
Nicky.
Yeah, I've done that.
They come through quite a lot, though. They do them sort of things. Come on, you foxes, from an angry man in Norwich. Well, Delia Smith's angry when her husband burns the chicken on a Sunday, Mark. So all well and ends well, Mark.
Tielemans.
Out wide, Pereira.
Into
Kel.
Nacho. Nacho Tillemans. Lovely play by
Tillemans now.
Leicester here.
Come on, Kel, get forward.
Vardy.
Tillemans.
Vardy shoots into Fabianski's hands.
Oh, should have passed it to Kel. He's just swung
Will
it that way.
Cuffer, what's your opinion on this rumour, please? Love your content. Cheers, Will. Appreciate the kind words. My opinion on the rumour is that the rumour is true. It's not a rumour. It's a fact. It's true, as far as I'm aware. So I will no longer be referring to it as a rumour. I think it's spot on.
Someone's on about Ahmed Musa, Ted Erickson. Is that offside?
No, yeah, it's because this
Hold him up.
yeah,
corner.
Oh, it's offside. It's offside.
Offside.
Ahmed Musa, I think 2-1 to Leicester, mate.
Ahmed Musa. Norwich having a lovely season this year in the Championship, romping to the title. Norwich is just one of them, isn't it? They're good enough for the Championship, but not very got the team for the Premiership. So I think that's why they come back up and down. It's like a yo-yo, isn't it? Up and down.
Yeah.
But no, they've got the same players from last season, haven't they, Norwich? That's why they're where they are.
Yeah, they've got some good players on the team, man. Two I would take, Campbell and Buendia. Very good players. Buendia, the main one there, I think.
Yeah. Diop gets it forward. Ricardo's going to win that one. Go on, senior man. Go on, Kel.
Need to get senior man going. Yes, Josh.
We might get him going now. Here comes Masuaku for West Ham. And Leicester's going to get a throw-in. What? Nah, that's got to be a throw-in, surely. What did you think, Locks? I thought it come off
The
Masuaku.
Lino disagrees. Yeah, I think it was, but the Linos disagreed with us.
Buendia is the best player in Championship. I'd take Buendia, not from Norwich for sure. I think he's a fantastic player.
And Diddy's kept the ball in there. Kufal under pressure here by Castagna and Vardy. He clears it, but Ndidi wins it back, and it's gone out for a West Ham throw-in. We're 25.5 minutes in, guys. They're bringing up the away record on screen now here. Leicester have played 15, won 10, drawn 4, lost 1. Second best away record in the Premier League this season. So only lost 1 game away in this in the league this year, which is absolutely brilliant.
I think Man United's is first, isn't it, Locks?
Potentially, yeah, I think so.
I presume so, because they've been unbeaten for quite a while. Away from home in the league. A Liverpool fan here. Hope you stuff them.
Ball in, Lingard. Is that Lingard? It's not.
No,
it's
four now. Ball
in. Evans clears, and there's been a nasty collision there, I think, with Fofana.
It's offside.
Fofana's down.
He's got a shoulder injury. Oh dear.
It looked like he was onside though, but it was ruled as off.
Please like and share, guys, and subscribe. Be much appreciated. Help us grow and get to 7K, which is our target. So, yeah, please subscribe. If you enjoy our content, go and check it out.
It could be. I think it might have been Dawson's boots that clipped Fofana right below the neck here.
Yeah,
just below the shoulder.
Schmeichel now.
Come on, the Irons! Get out of here! Get out of here! No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Evans.
May the best team win.
For Amati. Oh, for God's sake! Amati seems to be like not good with his feet at the minute.
Yeah, this is no disrespect to you, Morthy, or any Liverpool fans, but isn't it mad though that Liverpool have gone from fighting with Manchester City as their closest rival to, West Ham as their closest rival in the league. It's madness in a year, but I'm sure Liverpool will be back up there next season.
Come on,
they could still finish top 4.
Why does Locks always have a concerned face?
I'm just getting nervous.
It's watching this game.
That's what Leicester does to you.
It's watching Leicester. That's why you look concerned.
Cresswell, Masuaku.
Masuaku.
Ball in here from Masuaku. Fafana tries to clear it. It's gone past everyone.
Out.
Back to Kufal. Ball back in. Lingard shoots, and it's a great goal. It's a great goal.
Jeez, man.
It's an Hold on. That is a great goal by Jesse Lingard. I don't care what anyone says.
1-0.
Has Casper rushed out to moan? I think Casper's rushed out to moan again.
And there's egg fried rice celebrating.
I don't know what Casper's... Masuaku gets a cross in. It misses everyone. It comes to Kufal at the back post. Kufal takes one touch and sprays it on the edge of the box to Lingard, who shoots and it volleys it in. It's a great finish by Lingard. It's 1-0 West Ham. West Ham 1, Leicester City 0. And we've made it hard for ourselves again here.
I'm not surprised Lingard scores. He always scores against Leicester.
And it's snowing outside for some reason.
He always scores against us, you know. Scored for Brighton against us. Scored for Man United against us. Now for West Ham. He's their best player by far. Yeah. If they didn't have Lingard in the team and Mikel Antonio were injured, I don't think they'd know where some of the goals will they get. But I guess they've got him, haven't they? And he's turned good.
Is it snowing out there with you, Jack? Bloody shooting it down here.
It's gone a bit grey over Bill's mother's. Oh. Is that Souček again, or is he giving the yellow card to
Cresswell?
No. Get him sent off. Go on, Leicester. Have 2 of them sent off. He always scores against us. Exactly that, Jake Palmer. Always scores against us. Not surprised. I said it. I said in some of the shows this week, Lingard is a threat.
That's why I've always got a concerned face.
Yeah.
That is why.
Seeing Lingard on the team sheet. If it's not Lingard, it's Antonio for West Ham.
Leicester under pressure now. I don't know what's going on here with Castagna and Schmeichel. Schmeichel clears it. He tries to find someone, but there's just no one up there. There's no one up there.
God's sake. Lingard's scoring every game. Oh, scored a great goal against Wolves. Scored against Tottenham. Now against Leicester. Oh, if Mark Noble would have got it wrong then and didn't get the ball, he could have been sent off for that. Because his studs were up. But no, West Ham are leading Leicester 1-0. And, Daniel Amati again.
Lingard just nearly scored a second.
Amati, come on now. Don't go passing them sloppy passes back. You've done that twice now, and Bat scored again. He's not a centre-half, Locks, you know what I mean? I've just gone 4 at the back, easy, 4-4-2, and just done it that way, but obviously Brendan sees different.
Can't tell if that's snow. It's definitely not snow. It's definitely hail.
At least we can't blame the ref for this. We are like sitting ducks. Good strike from Lingard. Yeah, fantastic goal.
There's no one up there with Vardy, though.
Kel.
Pratt. And Diddy.
Come on, Will.
Back to Kel.
Senior man now. Senior man, get back post.
Dennis Pratt. They're just so well drilled, West Ham. They're just so hard to break down. It's going to be a throw in for Leicester. No corner.
It's going to be a corner. We've not really done much to help ourselves in this first one. The goals come on the balance of play, and what a goal by Lingard. Again. Lingard scores crackers, doesn't he? You don't just score tap-ins.
They are the biggest hailstones I've ever seen.
And people said they wouldn't have him at Leicester. I would. Hands down. I think he's a great player.
Oh, my God. What is that? Oh, what is that? That's the terrible corner.
And Ricardo's going to get a book
West Ham
in.
win the ball. Ricardo's got a book in. And
Told you we should have signed Lingard, said Phil. Yeah, exactly, Phil. I agree with you, mate. Lingard would have been a fantastic signing for Leicester beyond the 2 strikers, but he's not everyone's cup of tea. But now you can see why Leicester should have signed him, because look how many goals he's scoring and assists he's creating each game. It's just, this is Lingard to a T. Man United are missing out at the minute. They could do with someone like Lingard instead of Fred or whoever else. By the way, Jack, do you still do TikTok videos? It depends. Well, I haven't done them football ones in a while, so I guess it got old after a bit, but it was good to do it while and entertain people through lockdown. The Leicester Fan TV one will live long in the memory for sure. We're a second half team, we are for sure. First half, we just don't seem to know how to get into the game. We have barely had the ball. No one could have seen he would have been this good. What's Tom Wyatt put? You ever thought maybe Rodgers doesn't believe Lingard would actually fit in the Leicester dressing room just because he plays well at one place doesn't mean he would play well for us? Well, I guess that's everyone's opinion, isn't it? Everyone has a different opinion on it, but I guess, we're just fans at the end of the day. We don't obviously manage the club. We don't know what players Leicester's after in the summer, so it's very tight-lipped at Leicester. Didn't used to be, though. We used to say we're going to sign this player like Jordan Rhodes or something, and somebody else would come in and get him. Here comes Leicester now with Dennis Pratt. Through to Vardy. Oh, come on, Jamie. Pratt now. To Vardy. Vardy now onto the wing. Tillemans picks it up. That's a foul. Referee. Thank you. That's Noble again. Showing the experienced tackler that he is, Mark Noble.
That's
Got to be better
all
from
well and good, but it's a game in
pieces.
two halves. We all know this. We need to get Vardy into the game. Are we turning into Spurs? Feel like we're turning into bottle jobs. Vardy here with a head into Fofana. Can't get anything on it, and it's cleared back out to Castagna on the halfway line. Tillemans back to Castagna. Seen rumours of Thorgan Hazard. Yeah, well, we've got a big few games before we start looking at the transfers, haven't we, Jack?
Yeah, them sort of players won't want to come to us if we don't make top four. They're not going to want to play in the Europa League. Leicester's got to cement top four. This is no good. Losing these sorts of games. I could understand, if we played Man City, but these sort of games against teams like West Ham, not saying West Ham's poor or anything, I just think we should be beating teams like West Ham, but we're not. We seem to just drop points every time we play these sort of teams, and we need to learn how to affect these games. Don't worry, Leeds will beat Liverpool and Man United for you. Didn't Leeds lose 6-2 to Man United at Old Trafford? Then again, our Man United's playing. You never know which Man United's going to turn up, do you, lot?
Not at all. Not at all. How has the day gone for you today? Not great at the minute. You can always rely on Leicester to ruin your weekend, eh?
Tillemans.
Kelechi into the box. Corner.
For God's sake. West Ham just sit back, don't they, and then invite the pressure.
Bloody Burnley. Oh dear. That was away, unbeaten at home to top six.
Yeah. Come on. Oh my days. Just goes well over Wilf's head. Here comes Bowen for West Ham, and West Ham are on the attack. Soufal's in.
Soufal, there's someone at the back post. Lingard again shoots, and it's not. Oh, Casper saves. Sorry, just going back to this. Where's that Leeds fan go? Tim Wood. That was away. Unbeaten at home to top six. No, you're not. We beat you. We beat you 4-1.
We beat you. Yeah. Come on, Vard. Oh, we fouled them. That should have been 2-0 locks when Soufal attacked us then. I thought it was going to be 2-0. playing three at the back locks leaves too much space at the back. It leaves the wider areas and it gives us a lot more to do on the wider front.
Yeah, the diagonals are proper. Tim Wood, I should say media big there. That's better, Tim. That's better, Tim.
I think, 4-4-2 locks wouldn't leave much space in behind it. It would obviously give players less to do.
Yeah, but who do we play on the left and right wing?
Amati, Castagna. And then, if you look at...
on the right, I mean on the wing, like going, what are you doing?
Oh,
like narrow 4-4-2
or... Probably Ricardo and maybe bring O'Brien on.
Play Diamond, I suppose.
But do you bring Pratt off? But then again, he'd go probably one up front, like Vardy or Iheanacho, isn't it?
Tillemans into Pratt.
Pratt now. Come on.
Oh,
come on now, Leicester.
We're giving them too much time. We're giving West Ham too much time to get back into position. That's what's happening. We're giving them too much time. It was the same in the other game.
Marty. Ricardo. Come on, Ricky. Play it. Oh.
Tillemans. In. Vardy.
Castagna. Oh. Look how big these players are at the back for West Ham, man.
Cleared again here.
What a ball that is. And Marty, deal with him, innit? Deal with him. Don't give him much space on that wing. Don't allow him to get it forward. Just take your time with him. Brighton on for Marty. Yeah. We can play Ricardo and Castagna at the back. Brighton and Brighton on the wing. Marty's not a centre half, man. He's a right back.
Yeah. If that.
Comes under a lot of criticism, Marty. I know Nacho did as well, but I think Kel now, he signed a new contract and, they can sell him if he goes back to how he did before, but it's how much you'd actually get for him in this day and age. How much are people willing to pay?
That's it, Nick. Not just so quick to close us down, but so quick to get back into position. I think that's the biggest problem. It's happened a few times now. We've won the ball, started a counter, and look, I'm not singling anyone out. I'm just speaking on what I've seen so far. I don't think Dennis Pratt has been quick enough on playing a pass just yet today. Vardy in behind. Foul, penalty, offside.
Was it offside?
It was offside, I believe.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Yes. Why are we not playing Fuchs as a centre back? Fuchs has got experience, man, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think it was a penalty. If I'm being honest, mate, I don't think it was a penalty, even if it was onside.
Lingard the GOAT. Is Lingard worth £60 million? Well, like going back to Tom White's comment, innit? Obviously, he's performing at West Ham. Would he play well at another club at Locks if he did leave Man United this summer and West Ham didn't get him? Would he actually play well? You don't know, do you?
This is the thing. Earlier on the season, in January, when people were saying we should sign Lingard, and some people were saying, no, we shouldn't sign Lingard. No one knew he was going to come to West Ham and turn into a bloody Ballon d'Or winner, No one knew that was going to happen. So, yeah, it's easy to say in hindsight that we should have signed Lingard, but we didn't know that he'd had a few years of, below average performances at Manchester United, really not good. West Ham took a gamble and it paid off. And I suppose a loan is never really a gamble. We could have signed him, but I mean, he would have done better than Under's done for us. I'm sure of that. So again, we didn't know
underperformed.
Well, again, we didn't know Under was gonna. We didn't know Under was gonna, underperform. We didn't know he was gonna play. Not be that good.
All over the top. Oh my god!
Excited about Under. So it's hindsight. Come on, we all know this. It's football. It's hindsight. Look at bloody Andrej Kramaric. Do you really think Leicester would have sold him if they knew he was going to go on and become brilliant striker for Hoffenheim.
No.
Harry Kane. Oh, Bowen's in here. Bowen's in. West Ham are 2-0 up. West Ham are 2-0 up. Bowen runs through. Schmeichel runs out. Squares
Who
Lingard.
Who the hell is defending that, man? Where's the defence?
Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking from Leicester City.
So it comes from Diop. Diop's played
Is
the
he
ball
offside?
over.
He's offside.
Lingard's
Is he offside?
offside. Lingard
No,
or Bowen's
Bowen.
offside. One of them are.
Yeah, Bowen.
My
Bowen should be offside.
days, man.
Bowen should be offside.
Do you know what? This is what you get for playing 3 at the back. Too wide. Too wide.
He's
Johnny
on.
Evans,
He's on.
Johnny
He's
Evans has
onside.
played him on.
Bowen's on.
Evans has played him on, but I don't know about Lingard.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
Lingard.
It doesn't matter. The ball didn't get played to Lingard. The ball got played to Bowen.
For God's sake. It's going to count.
Yep.
2-0 on side.
2-0.
For God's sake, man.
2-0.
Why do you not turn up for the important games, man? For God's sake. These are the games you should be winning, Leicester. I'm sorry, but no offense to West Ham, but we should be winning these, but we're not. This is just like saying, we should have beat Watford last season and Bournemouth, and do you know the teams we dropped points to, Locks, and we ain't doing it. For God's sake.
This could be 3 or 4, mate. This really could be 3 or 4.
I'd say they've been better than us, to be fair, this game so far.
This could be 3 or 4. I'm not taking a minute. This could be 3 or 4 today.
They've been better than us, I think. They want it more. We clearly don't. We don't turn up for the big games. Exactly that. God, when games are important like this, we just do not turn up. God's sake, man. Give
West
it
Ham on
away.
another attack
Give-
here. West Ham on another attack. Tillemans. I really don't want to be doing this right now.
Oh my days, man. How many more times are you going to give it away in that midfield, man? And even in defence. Where even is the defence for both goals? We've been poor with the ball, Locks. We just don't know where to pass a ball or who to even pass it to. 2-0. Oh, we're going to get booked, are we? Of course we are. There we go, Fofana. Not surprised.
I don't want to do this, mate. Honestly, I can't be bothered. It's just pathetic.
Please don't bottle Champions League. Where it puts them 1 point behind us and Chelsea 2 points. Oh my God. This is what you get, Leicester, when you're not like beating the teams you should be beating. You know, when you're dropping points, teams behind you are picking them up. We've had so many chances this season to cement top 4, like winning so many points ahead, and we just ain't been good enough to do it. I know the Man City game, you know, we got outclassed. Apart from that, teams like Everton, Crystal Palace, and teams like that, Locks, we should have been beating them, but we haven't. It's the home form what's let us down the most. God's sake. Same thing as the beginning of the season, someone said. Last season all over again. Oh, I knew West Ham would be good this game, but I didn't. I think we've just handed it to them. I think we just handed 2 goals just like that. The defence has not been good enough. The team hasn't been good enough in the first half. Too busy, sloppy on the ball, giving it away too cheaply.
Well, there we go, everyone. Phil will be here in just a second, but it is half time at the London Stadium. It is West Ham United 2, Leicester City 0. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I'm annoyed. I'm disgusted. But I'm not surprised. So, you know, there's some comments coming in about obviously the controversy before the game, the rumours, has this affected the players? If something has happened in the week, we don't know if it's that. We've seen this type of performance before this season. We've seen it, earlier on in the season against other teams. But all we can say now is, yes, we are 2-0 down at the London Stadium to West Ham United, a big, big top 4 rival, who are now, if it stays like this, just 1 point behind us.
Absolutely awful. Disappointing, man. It's not just like the rumours before the game. It's just the football on the field hasn't done its talking.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. It's this is really shocking. Here's Phil anyway. Here's Phil. Phil's joined us.
Absolutely poor.
Thanks, Jack. Absolutely poor. Thanks, lads, for the first half watch along. I'll let you two go and get a quick break.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
All right. Cheers. Thanks, Jack. Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks to Locks and Jack for that first half. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with this? Jesse Lingard scored 2. Casper, I thought, well, the second goal he's clearly at fault for, isn't he? And first goal, I don't know what Casper was doing. He seemed to just watch it and not go for a dive for it. Get your views in, get your comments in. Jason says it's embarrassing. I think we've sort of been in the half, Jason. This is the frustration, but everything that's gone on, it is a bit embarrassing. Stephen says, if we don't make top 4, I don't want Europa League. It's not, I'm not, that was poor, says Simon. They've had 2 shots, scored 2 goals. It's Lingard every time. Has no one thought to do their homework on him? He'll score against us in Europa next season. We're not making top 4, says Sean. Seeing last season's signs. Michael says we haven't turned up. Get your views in, get your comments in. We want to know what you think too. The first half, it is disappointing. It is West Ham 2, Leicester 0. Jesse Lingard. Dara saying we're bottling it like last season. A lot of fans are going to say this. And with everything that's gone on pre-match, again, as far as I know, still don't know what the real story is behind Maddison, Perez and Hamza Chowdhury not being in the squad today. We are waiting to hear on that. So keep getting your views in. Chris says, shock horror, they scored 2 on the break when the ball's moved quick. Look what happens. Yeah, it's called counter-attacking football, Chris. We used to do it every now and then. Not anymore. Casper started to grate on me now. I must admit, I thought Casper, Chris, was at fault for the second goal. First goal, he did that sort of motion where keepers do it when they think it's going by the post and out, and then it ends up in the back of the net. I thought he was at fault for that. I don't know why he didn't try and save it, because it was a shot from just about outside the area. Keeper's got time to react to that. I don't know. Was he at fault for both of those? Get your views in there. Hassan, I think a lot of fans might agree with you or might not agree with what Hassan says, but, again, it's lots of if, muts and maybes at the moment. Mark in a minute. Mark, I'll do it in a minute. I'm just trying to get as many comments up on screen so far. Jake saying the situation we heard about pre-match has hurt the players mentally. Rubbish defending for both goals. Jake, it's going to be so interesting to know when this comes out. If the club, if they have broken these COVID rules, the club are going to have to come out after the match and they're going to have to say it. They're going to have to come out and it is going to have a bearing on this. There's still time for Leicester to come back and win it. Joanna says, Casper left too much room in the middle and the right for the West Ham to score. What was he doing that for? I have no idea what Kasper Schmeichel was doing for their second goal. Absolutely no idea. He was caught out in no man's land. Totally at fault for that. Jamie from the Fox's Arms, who, if you saw the pre-match show, was pretty disgusted, to say the least, says, letting the club down big time, those 3 players. Again, I said it before the game. I don't know what's really happened. You don't know. I don't know. If they have broken the rules and that's why they're not playing today, I don't want to see them play against Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final next week. No way. I would not want them in the squad myself at all. Let's see. Jason saying those 3 are scapegoats and blame them and what happened at the field. Yes. Jason, it's going to though, isn't it? If you've got a squad of tightly knit players and then something like that happens, it affected us as fans before the match, Jason. So it's going to affect them on the pitch potentially. Yeah, which is what Paul's saying. I'd love to know when this party was. It's affected the players like us fans. It's definitely affected us as fans. So it's going to affect them as a team without a shadow of a doubt, whatever's happened. Top four isn't just about losing a Champions League spot. It's bigger. The loss might be Rodgers thinking he's taken us as far as he can go. Dipak, that's a great shout. That is a great shout. If we were to slip up and not make top four this season, again, last year, you're right. That would have been 2 seasons on the trot. A long way to go, but and this isn't necessarily, well, it is a 6 pointer. West Ham are right up there. They've been far better than us, and that's it, says Craig, trying to give it a bit of a spin. Joanna saying what they can watch from home like we have to if it's true. Talk about the FA Cup semi-final. If it's happened, then Maddison is a hypocrite from that social distancing celebration against Brighton a few months ago. Interesting from Ross there. We've learnt nothing from the last time we played these, says LCFC Grey. Ready to come in. I'm going to see if I can add Mark. Mark, can you hear me okay?
Hi, mate. Yeah, I can, mate.
Mark, no, I mean, I don't think we were out of that first half at all, Mark, but we're 2 goals down. Jesse Lingard, the player I said in the January transfer window we should sign. And a lot of people laughed, has punished us twice. And what's your views on Kasper Schmeichel?
Kasper, I mean, as a goalkeeper all round, I love, but it just sometimes just does things that you have to ask yourself why. The same as our midfield today. They spent most of the time playing head tennis. And every time the ball came down, it didn't come down to our feet. There's no creativity from the middle. No, it's a bit... I'm not liking it, to be fair.
It's a strange one, Mark, obviously, isn't it? And we are going to go back to the Maddison and Perez one, because if they weren't in the starting 11 today, they should have been or would have been on the bench today, and we'd have been debating at half-time, let's 2-0 down. Do we bring Maddison on? How do we switch it around? Is Perez going to have an impact? We haven't got that debate now, have we?
No, I think it's, at the minute now, I think it's time for the kids to shine. If they're good enough to be on the bench, they're good enough to play. And I've watched a lot of the under-23s, and they are quite talented. And at the end of the day, we ain't got a lot to lose now, have we?
Joanna's saying it hurts today because they are fit to play and we needed them to play. Obviously talking about Maddison and Perez in particular, isn't she, Mark?
Yeah. I'm still absolutely fuming if what's happened has happened. And like I said to you pre-game, that I wouldn't want to see him wear the shirt again.
Yeah, I know, Mark, and a lot of fans. I mean, Mark did say that he if it is true, Mark has said he doesn't want to see them ever play in Leicester shirts again. I'm not going that far, but I certainly, if it is true, and it's still ifs, Mark, I don't want to see them playing next week's semi-final at all. I don't want them anywhere near the squad, please.
No, I totally agree with you, Phil. Like I say, I'm with Jamie. I'm absolutely spitting acid. This game could have been so much different. Obviously, we'll never know that for a fact, but we don't have the options, do we?
Craig says here, and this is an interesting one. I've just had this debate with my 2 teenage lads watching it with me. He says, I really don't like the modern offside rules. How can their second goal not be offside when the guy that scores the goal has 2-yard head start on any defender? Lingard was in an offside position when the ball was passed forward and they freeze frame it. And then when they cross the ball over to him, he scores. I'm like, why is that not offside? Clearly it isn't though, Mark.
No, and the other thing I don't like is what nearly happened to Fofana when the flagman didn't put his flag up.
The flagman?
Yeah,
you mean
flagman.
linesman or linesperson? The flagman.
The flagman didn't put his flag up, and then Fofana gets battered in the head, and then puts his flag up because it was offside.
It's hard, Mark, to not keep coming back to Madison and Perez. Neil
Still
says
laughing about Flagman.
Flagman, yeah. Neil says here, Madison's presence could have been key in this game as we don't have any creativity in there. Luke saying it's just unreal. It shows just how little they actually care about our club. It's basically one of the most important games of the season, and they go to a party. And the rumour is, isn't it, Mark, that there was a party, I believe, on Friday night.
I heard it was last weekend.
Oh, right.
The party was, along with 4 other Premier League players. But that's ifs, buts, and maybes. And there's a certain team in the West Midlands where a player was supposed to be playing, and then all of a sudden got pulled out of the squad, which was a little bit strange. I think we know who he is, who's a very good friend of Madison. So I don't know whether that player's involved. But what I do want is, if it did happen, then them 4 players need to be named and shamed, as well as our 3.
Yeah. Mark, listen, thanks for joining us again. We'll see you later. Hopefully.
I'll see you later, but you froze.
Sorry about that, guys. Phil's froze. So, yeah, it's not been the best of first halves. Let's admit it. We've not been good enough. Phil?
We're back now. Hopefully you can hear us. Jack, can you hear me all right, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you just froze.
Yeah, sorry,
you like the VAR. Just freezing the picture.
I'll tell you what, it's been a tough half time, Jack, to step in and chat with people, because it's so hard not to keep coming back to the Madison and Perez situation.
No, it's going to be a biggest talking point in the game, isn't it? It's happened, but has it happened? I'm not sure, but I guess Leicester needs to change his second half, because I'd go to a bat for me, like I said to Locks, but I don't think Amati has been good enough this game. Ricardo and Castagna, wing backs for me, with Fofana and Johnny Evans, and then bring Albrighton on, and then go from there. Because West Ham are a very good side. It's proved.
Well, yeah. Johanna says, hope they're getting a good bollocking at half time. They've got to come out fighting. What's the saying? Your colours are in our hands and your dreams are in yours. I mean, we need to see a big second half, don't we? It's time Jamie Vardy scored, Jack, as well. People might say, oh, he gets a free ride or whatever. I think he does. Yeah. I think it's time. He's what is it, 1 goal in 18 games at the moment? Something like that. A few assists. Sure. It's time. I've seen more from Nacho again in that first half. It's time we saw Jamie Vardy getting the goals and get us out of this mess today, isn't it?
He just doesn't look at it again, does he? I don't know whether it's this so-called injury thing, what he's got, but I think, Vardy, will Leicester be looking for another striker, and then Vardy plays from the bench after next season, I'm not sure. We'll just see what Brendan Rodgers' plans are for the summer window. But we're only going to get good players, aren't we, for Champions League quality if we met the Champions League. If not, like Torgan Hazard, he ain't going to come to Leicester if we met Europa League.
Luke says here Vardy needs to step up. A joke. I don't know, Luke, quite what you mean there. You might be saying that you think it's not right for me to be saying that. I think just Vardy at the moment does need to, Luke, get back in the goals. He's a striker. We need somebody to score some goals today, and that's why I'm saying Jamie Vardy, it's time to get in there. Andy says, why can't he get criticism? He has been poor this year. I disagree. He's been poor the whole year, but he's been poor since his injury and since Christmas.
Here comes Luke Thomas for Leicester.
Thomas.
Well, who's coming off for Luke Thomas?
I'm about to tell you now.
And is that going to a 4 at the back?
Marty.
He should have brought Albrighton on as well for Dennis Pratt and gone 4-4-2.
So it looks like, so Luke Thomas is on for Amati, which you'd imagine is a back 4 with
4-3-3.
Castagna or Ricardo at right back, Luke Thomas left back. And then, I don't know what to say, Phil. Sorry, I'm lost for words after that first half.
Well, I say, Locks, but it's been quite a tough half time because normally we try and be positive and we try to talk about what we're going to do in the second half. But I said to Mark when he came on, I said, normally we look at the bench and today we could have been looking at, well, Maddison could come on, Perez could come on, or Brighton could come on. But with everything that's potentially gone on today, I'd say that as fans, I feel deflated with everything that's gone on. I feel let down, and yet we don't know the true story. Somebody was saying, it won't affect the players on the pitch. I think it will affect the players on the pitch if this story is true, Lots.
I agree, mate. Yeah, I agree. I think it will. I mean, that's what there is to talk about now. You know, I know in the past we've spoken about is there enough passion on the pitch, but now is there enough passion, and also have they been affected by what's happened? So yeah, God knows, mate. You know, only time will tell. All we know is, I mean, I don't see us pulling this around today. I don't want to sound negative, mate. I know Arsenal did. I know Arsenal scored 3 against them, and Wolves scored 2, but I don't see us scoring 2 goals, mate. Let alone 3 in this game.
We've just got booked.
Right, I'm going to let you guys get on with it and do the watch along. Join us back here at full time. I still think we can do it because Leicester, anything's possible. I really do. So I'll see you at the end, guys.
So later, Phil.
It is now the second half. Wilfred Ndidi has just been booked, and Luke Thomas has come on for Daniel Amati in the second half. Mark Albrighton has just been pictured taping up his socks, his boots. So you'd imagine we'll see him at some point soon. But for now, it is just
get him on for Dennis Pratt, isn't it? Get him on for Dennis Pratt. That's what you do, and then go 4-4-2. They won't know how. West Ham don't know how to break 4-4-2, innit? They're the sort of team who like to play against teams who leave a lot of space in behind. Obviously, Leicester's done that, and it was 3 at the back.
None of them are in the stands watching either, so it got to be truth. Yeah, exactly.
Shame on them, innit?
Get Locks out of here with that pessimism, mate. This is it. I want to be proved wrong. But I'm just saying what I feel, and I agree with Trevor. I don't think we'll have any points today, but trust me, I hope that we get proved wrong.
Lingard.
As West Ham are now on the break. Lingard, Souček into Bowen. It's going to be 3, and it is 3. It is West Ham 3, Leicester 0. 2 minutes into the second half, and what a joke this performance has been today.
Dear.
This is it. It's game over.
If I was at a away game now, watching this, mate, be effing blinding this down the other, but
pathetic.
I would be fuming with that.
Nacho tries to hold it up, loses the ball because Castagnet's out of position. Lingard gets it, puts Lingard gets it, puts Souček in. Souček plays into Bowen, and Bowen takes one touch and puts it around.
So easy. Where's Luke Thomas in that play? He's supposed to be the left back. Where's he to be seen? Nowhere. And he's only just come on. For God's sake. That is one easy goal, man. Just two or three passes. You threw our defence, goal. And
again, we lose the ball. Again, we lose the ball!
This is just
pathetic.
Embarrassing,
It is
man.
pathetic. It is pathetic. I'm sorry, I don't normally lose my head this much, but it is a pathetic performance.
I thought the Man City game was bad, but this...
Spineless. Man
This
City
is our
was
worst
twice
away
as good as
performance.
this. Man City was 10 times better than this.
Liverpool was poor at Anfield when we played them. These are outclassing us, Logs. West Ham have turned up today, and we haven't again. The only team, you can't single out any player this game. It's all on the 11 that's playing. Everyone needs to take part in the responsibility of how we're playing at the minute. I'm sorry, but we can't single out Amati or Vardy or anyone. Just blame the whole team, because it's the whole team that's playing this performance. And it's end of the day, I wasn't expecting this. I thought, you know what, very good West Ham side, but we'll give them a game. And obviously this hasn't worked out the way some fans would have had it. Absolutely fuming. Yeah, blame Maddison and Perez. You can't just blame 2 players, mate. You blame the 11 what's on the pitch today, who's playing the game. I know it might have affected them because they're a close bunch of lads, but you've got to blame the 11 Watts losing 3-0 today so far.
I think you're spot on, Jack. Look, I am disgusted with Perez and Maddison and
Yeah.
Hamza, of course.
Exactly.
However, I'm not blaming them for
They're
us
not
being
on the pitch
3-0
doing
down.
this.
I'm not blaming them for being 3-0 down 50 minutes into the game. I'm blaming the players that are on the pitch. It's been spineless. There's been no passion there at all today.
Nope.
I'm not blaming the three. I'm not blaming the players, as in the three that have been at a party rumoured. I'm blaming the 11 players on the pitch because it's them guys that have been given the chance to go out and win the game, and they've just bottled it.
This is just a complete shambles. It's like we've fell apart. It's just like
one of the biggest games of the season.
It's like a jigsaw, isn't it? Where which piece fits where, and we don't seem to be fitting together anywhere.
Oh, Christian, don't get me wrong. They deserve criticism, but they deserve the criticism we were giving them before the game. That, I'm not mentioning those three. Sorry, when I'm criticizing them three, I'm not bringing in to play the result. I'm bringing in to play the behavior.
Come on.
But the result is because of the players on the pitch.
Come on,
that's it.
My days. Do you know what, lads? Just show some fight, innit? Just absolutely take the game to them. You probably got nothing to lose now, but West Ham, you've seen in the last few games, they concede quite a few, but they score as well. But you need to take advantage of them weaknesses, and we're not doing it. Lingard, he's just outclassed us today. 2 goals. And people criticising him. Mad. He's answered his critics for sure. Today, Lingard. Where he'll be next season, I'm not sure. But then again, we had him at a very young age, didn't we, Locks, when they were at Leicester?
Yes.
So, Southampton are licking their lips. The season ain't over. There's still 7 games to play, but how the table's looking at the minute, West Ham 1 point, Chelsea 2 points, Liverpool 4 points. We can't afford to slip anymore. To be honest, today we need to take responsibility for this. We need to take responsibility for it. There's no excuses. You don't bother sitting there saying just a bad day at the office, because it's not. Take responsibility for the performance and just admit you was poor today and just deal with it. I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, yeah, but this, and this. No, just take responsibility for performance. We're poor today. Very poor. Not good enough. And we didn't seem up for it. Goal. 4-0.
I can't
My
do this.
God.
I can't do this.
Oh, my God. Is that offside? 4-0, man.
I can't do this.
These are ripping us apart. Ripping us apart. I'm fuming inside, yeah, but I laid it out.
It's offside. It's offside.
I'm fuming.
It's offside.
If I was at the Olympic Stadium today, away from home, as I go every away game and that, I would be ripping into this team. I'd be ripping into them. Because it's not good enough. Simple as that. He's going to be... Is he off?
Yeah, he's off, mate. He's well off.
This is disgusting, this. Do you know what, Brendan? Hold on. He said the up goal, it says on Sky Sports, but...
It's offside. It's offside.
It's off. We are very lucky today. Very lucky.
Lucky? They're 3-0 down.
3-0. This could be more. These are playing like Man City against us. It's like, what? This just shows how good of a job David Moyes is doing at West Ham and how resilient they are as a team. They're working for everything. They're like Leeds United, aren't they? They don't give up. They're just in your face every time and don't allow you space. For God's sake. This is... Bowen is a very good player. Not gonna lie, we were after him and we didn't get him. Is Kell injured? Oh, for God's sake! My God!
What do you mean, Stephen? The second goal was
Good.
It was fine. It
Wish
was onside.
all looked very properly at the second goal. They were offside. They were on. They were onside for sure.
Owen was onside.
Second goal.
We can't blame VAR for that. It was onside. All
We
three of their
can't-
goals have been fair.
We can't keep sitting there picking excuses up and trying to falter with the result. At the end of the day, we just need to admit as fans we wasn't good enough today. Very poor, not turned up, and we don't deserve to be winning this game. Absolutely shambles. Come on. Kel. Oh, unlucky, Ricky. Come on now, boys. Show some fight. Penalty.
Not
Nah.
penalty. I don't think so, mate. Not penalty.
We are on the bus. Going to end up 5-0 for you, lads. Goodbye, European Cup.
Craig, Lingard was miles offside, but what I don't get what your point is. The
offside.
ball didn't go to Lingard. The ball went to Bowen.
They
And then
go
when
on the
Bowen
player
played,
it's played to.
yeah, Bowen was onside. The ball was played through to Bowen. He was onside, and then when Bowen passed it to Lingard, Lingard was on.
This is mad.
So I don't. It's not how the offside rule works.
Do you know what, Locks? We spend too much time at the back than what we spend going forward.
Mate, that's not how offside works. The ball was played backwards, Stephen.
Yeah.
The ball was played backwards. If the ball's played backwards, it's not offside. It's onside.
They go on the player the ball's played to. And if he's offside, it would have been offside, but obviously he's on. Nah.
It's not a foul. We don't understand consistency as a club in any later stages of a competition. Been this way for 40 years. Fornals was actually blocking Kasper's still good shot from Lingard. I think that goal, Christian, Fornals was blocking the view, but he was onside again.
So he's gone on about 5 Leicester players who attended the party. Who's these 5 players then, apart from the 3?
I actually have news. I do know who these 5 players are. I do know this.
Who's the other 2?
But it makes it bizarre because one of them is in the squad right now. One of them is in the squad. He's on the pitch. So I'll tell you in just a second.
I'll tell you what. Write me a message.
No, I'll read it out. It's fine.
Who's the 4th then, Locks?
Oh, it's been deleted. Damn it. Did I screenshot it? I think I may have. Yes, I did. The players are believed to be
Madison, the 3. Yeah.
Madison, Morgan, Perez, Chowdhury, and Luke Thomas, who's on the pitch.
Luke Thomas?
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, that's irrelevant because that's not why we're losing 3-0. We're losing 3-0
Nah,
because the players on the pitch right now.
It's not down to that. It's down to the performance that we're doing now.
Vardy as well.
Vardy just looks knackered.
No, I think Vardy was fouled here.
Is that? Are they going to look at it? No. Oh,
Mark Albrighton is on.
Do you know what, Brendan? You should have started Mark from the start and gone 4-4-2. You should have started Mark. I'm sorry, but him and Ricardo on the wings would have offered more width. We don't seem to be offering width at all. We've not offered width again, Brendan. We're too central in the middle and we're getting tackled and outplayed. They're bosses in that midfield today. Yuri Tillman, he looks shattered. He's played every game this season, club and country, so... Apparently it was Barnes, not Thomas. Guys, please like and share and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. It'd be much appreciated if you can. Help us get to 7K. And yeah, help us grow. Come on, Leicester now. Take the game to them, man. You just show some spirit. Oh my God, what a poor ball that is. Show some fight, innit? You should be showing fight from the first minute, not when you're 3-0 down. For God's sake. If this were FIFA, I'd be quitting by now. I'd quit. I'd give up. This is just shocking. We've made West Ham look like some next Barcelona. But they've outplayed. In credit to them. They've outplayed us this game. Let's give them the credit they deserve. West Ham have been the far better team, far superior, and we've offered nothing. So, oh my days, Wilf. That's why you don't get the ball at your feet, innit? Jeffrey Schlupp used to do that a lot, didn't he? Like, as soon as he got that ball, he'd like put it in row PP at the King Power.
I don't think we've got enough time to score 3 goals. That's my problem.
West Ham bottle it. Well, I thought you would be drinking more today, Locks. I've not seen you have one yet. We need you guys to destroy Chelsea for us. Mate, if we can't destroy you, we're not going to destroy Chelsea, are we?
The last time Barley scored was against Liverpool in January or February, sorry.
Yeah, when Alisson handed it to him. Oh. If Morgan is involved, he should be ashamed of himself. He's supposed to be the club's captain. Exactly. He should be setting out example. But leading by example, where's not doing things like that. It's not good. It's not fair on everybody else who hasn't been able to go and see their parents and stuff like that. But yet you lot are going partying just because you're on 100k a week and that. You think it's all right. It's not acceptable, mate. Not acceptable. It puts the club in a bad name. It's disgusting. You know, you guys are just normal people like us, yeah, but with 100k a week. It's madness. It really is. What party was it? Does anyone know? Just a garden party, I presume. Charles. A garden party. Locks, I think you've muted yourself, mate. Can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was just saying, I think it was more than a garden party, because if it's a garden party, it's, 6 people's allowed, but I think it was a lot more people, and I don't think it was outside either. I think it was inside. But anyway.
Man City lost to Leeds. Anything is possible in the Premier League. Look
We're
how
now
tight
1
it is,
point,
Locks.
just so everyone knows, as it stands, we're 1 point behind we're 1 point ahead of West Ham, 2 points ahead of Chelsea, 4 points ahead of Liverpool.
Good lip movement now, Locks.
What?
All you could see was your lips.
2 points behind.
Jesus Christ. Apparently it was on Safford Lane. West Ham win today. They're 1 point behind us, 5 points behind Man United. Locks, how many points was West Ham behind us at 1 point? I swear it was like 10.
Don't want to talk
11.
about it.
Oh my days. How the hell have West Ham made Craig Dawson some next elite defender, innit? Mad. He were doing no good for like Rick Barnsley and Watford. He got relegated with Watford, and he scored that overhead kick against Leicester last season. Come on, lads. Wear the shirt with pride, innit? take every game, take the fight to them. Just been poor. Oh my days. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, looks. I'm getting
And did he
annoyed.
intercept? I mean, I don't know if it matters to anyone. I don't think anyone really wants us to commentate, but we'll try our best. Albrighton here on the right-hand side whips it in, overhit, and it's into Fabianski's hands.
65
and
played.
West Ham will clear again. They're on the attack here. Wesley Fofana intercepts. It goes out for a West Ham throw in on the far side.
No leadership.
Jay,
Sorry,
honestly, I was very close. I was very close to letting it out.
We've got no leadership on the pitch. Michael is not a captain for a start. Give it to somebody who's an actual captain like Johnny Evans. Goalkeepers are not captains. How are you supposed to lead a team from all the way from the back? Vardy's not going to hear you. Then again. Oh, Schmeichel, what do? You put us in more danger. Oh. We've made Diop look like Maldini in this game. Just like, it's mad. So he falls over and still gets a free kick. Jog on, ref. I have a bouncy ball in my hand. It's calming me down. I need something to squeeze. Oh,
Wesley
my
Fofana
dear.
needs to be careful because he's already on a yellow and he's made a couple of fouls since. The last thing we need is him getting sent off.
Jesus Christ. Turns. Come on now. Turn and go, boys. For God's sake. You just slow it down, man. Quicker. That's your problem. You're too slow. And they're getting to know how you are playing, isn't it? They're just reading everything we do. Oh, Brighton now. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Do you know what, Josh, teammate? I wish there were passion in this game, some fight, some desire to actually go and actually score. But we don't seem to even bother. And it's disappointing. This is disappointing, mate. Oh, Brighton. Come on, Vard. Oh, my days. This is mad. Give the captaincy to Yori. Get somebody who actually wants to lead the team and actually wants the best for the team. Why would we want Max Aarons from Norwich? Oh, for God's sake. No, it's going right. Come on, Wilf. Can we at least get one? Probably not. Yeah, way too slow, exactly. Sums it up. Way too slow. Too busy going backwards. We need to start looking forwards, and we're not. Vardy ain't winning that. Goal kick. Too easy for West Ham, Locks. Too easy. We're not good enough. Too slow and too predictable. You drinking your water, Brendan, as soon as I'm drinking my Fanta, mate. Exactly. I need a drink watching this, and so do you. I think you need something more stronger. Have a glass of Lox's gin.
I'm going to be having a lot more of this one after this full time.
Leicester has lost yet. Yeah, I know. Maybe we probably won if I wore my lucky hat, but oh my God, Vardy. Vardy's, is it me or is Vardy slowed down? Is he slowing down? What do you think, Lux?
He's definitely slowed down a little bit. Goal.
Wait. Come on, Kel. Love it, Kel.
Goal.
8 goals
I'll
in
just-
6 games.
I'll just quickly talk you guys through it so you know what happened. West Ham tried playing out here. Ricardo wins it back, goes straight to Nacho just outside the area from the centre, and he has a nice finesse shot and takes it past Fabianski, and it's West Ham 3, Leicester City 1. And as you can see, as I'm sure a lot of you are, not really bothered. But yeah, as Colin says here, goal it is. It is a goal indeed.
Should put the goal music on, Locks, or is it a bad
Sorry,
idea?
mate. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'll put it on. Sorry, I completely forgot, you know. Here's for any of you that really care.
Come on, let's go all the way down. Nacho. I will be Nacho. Come on. 3-1. And Leicester, can we get a second in quick succession? Arsenal drew 3-3 here. Why can't Leicester?
I suppose 3-1's better than 3-0, eh?
Well, it gets the goal difference down, but it's still 20 minutes to play, Locks. You know, anything can happen in this game. If we actually put up a fight now, we might actually get 2 goals. Come on now, boys. Bit more quick here. West Ham ain't used to quick passing football, man. They're just used to a slow passing it back so they can press you.
Guys, there's 225 of you. There's 225 of you watching. If you don't mind dropping us a like, be much
Smash those
appreciated.
likes, guys. Come on now. Come on. Oh, Brighton down the wing. Can he whip it in? Oh, Castagne's going to get it. Castagne now. Oh, blocked. Again, and here comes Jesse Lingard. Come on now. I think the only one who put up a fight this game is Kel. Man of the match.
Albrighton's done well as well, I'll say. Albrighton's done well since he came on.
Albrighton's done more than what some of them have done in 70 odd minutes. Can Leicester get another? Oh, here comes Bowen. Oh, jog on, Baldy Locks. That's what I was thinking, Wilf. Never a foul. Never
Did
a
he
foul.
get a yellow?
No, I don't
No,
think
he's already
he
on
was.
a yellow.
That
Already
one,
on a yellow.
he just dives around, he does, you know. I hear it. Locks looks so depressed. You have to care when your team scores a goal, whether they win or not. Exactly.
I mean, if you're referring to how I didn't celebrate, Fee,
I'm not going to jump around my living room. We're not even.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm not really going to get excited. Yeah, we've got one goal, but we've still been poor.
If you were losing 10-0 and we scored to make it 10-1, would you celebrate? No, you wouldn't. So, that's my reason anyway for not celebrating. But I know obviously some people would.
I want the best for
It's
my
up to them, I
football team.
suppose.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to see the best we can. And I want to see the fight and determination and that thing. And obviously, we're not getting that this game so far. Kel's in again. Oh. At the end of the day, I want the best for Leicester. I want us to go and win every game. If we lose, and we've played well, that's fine. But it's how you lose in a football game. Do you get what I mean? It's how you lose.
Thank you, Nick Moore. Anyone else as well? Appreciate anyone who drops us a like. Be much appreciated. I agree with Anthony. Here's Vardy into the box. Not really much on for him. Albrighton now. Albrighton into Nacho again. Nacho's going to try and turn. He shoots and it's deflected wide.
Come on. Shoot,
Back
Will.
out to Ndidi. Ndidi over the top to Ricardo Pereira. Ricardo flicks it over his man.
Come on now.
Holding it up into Tillemans. Tillemans is going to take a shot. It's deflected
corner.
wide for a corner.
Come on now.
Andy J, first of all, it's impossible to read every comment because of how many are coming in. Second of all, I've scrolled up and I can't actually see any of your comments. So
Come
I
on,
don't know if
Leicester.
you've maybe not pressed send. I can't see
No.
any of your comments, unfortunately.
No
Sorry
ball's
about that.
coming on. No ball's injured. I think he's pulled his hamstring.
Chelsea and Leicester open the door for top 4 without butting an eye.
We all show
Too little,
passion
too
for our
late,
football
City.
team. I know some people might not think it, but we do. Every football fan shows passion. Whether it's anger or it's happy days, you get what I mean? Don't mean we're not showing passion. We love our football team.
Yeah, again, Fee, I was on about more the graphic. I said if anybody cares about the graphic when we're 3-1 down, but yeah. Top 6 is looking unlike. No, top 6 is fine. Top 6 is fine, Derek. Don't worry about top 6. It's top 4 that's the problem. But I don't want top 6. I want top 4. That's what I want. So I think we're fine for top 4.
There is still a lot. There is still a lot of time to play. And here comes Ben Rama for West Ham, and it's 3-1 at the London Stadium. It's not been the greatest of games, not gonna lie. Not the greatest of games, but at the end of the day, it's football. We've got Mark Noble looking like Mrs. Doubtfire, though. What's it done to his arm?
Oh, dear.
So what do you think then,
Yeah, I
Lots?
don't want Europa. I don't want Europa if we're just going to treat it like we did this year, and not take it
Albrighton
seriously.
lifts it in. Can we get another one? Come on now, Leicester. Let's show some actual fight in it, and let's go. Let's get a second goal, and maybe we'll nick a draw if we can get a second goal. Most goals in the 75th minute, Leicester. Okay. There's a stat. Can we do it? Never say never in football. Just because you're 2 goals behind it, don't mean they've won the game as of yet.
Jono Towers, I hope we get a proper explanation from them after this game. Yeah, Jono, make sure you click on after full time as well, mate. Love to get your views on pal. Really appreciate it normally. So come and give your thoughts after this dire game, please do.
West Ham sloppily giving it away now. So fast giving it away, then comes Leicester.
Why is it only now we're playing with this intensity? Should have been playing like this the whole game.
Should have been doing this about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. When it were like 2-0. If we'd have got a second, that goal when it was 2-0, we could have gone on to get a couple more. But it's when you leave it late in the game, Lots. When you score 70th minute, it's 3-1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
West Ham seems to be tiring, no Lock. So can we take advantage of that? Tillemans now down the right, and Soufal. Apparently, it's in the sun about James Maddison and that.
It is.
Not good. Ricardo now. Finds Wilfred Ndidi. Come on, Leicester now. Let's pick up the tempo. If we can get a goal in the next 5 minutes, I'd love it. I'd love it. So, we're coming up to the 79th minute, guys. Albrighton's got the ball for Leicester now. Over the top to Jamie Vardy. Vardy. Fabianski saves. Oh, Ricardo's not going to win that. Albrighton now. Ricardo. Come on, boys. Ricardo. Tillemans. Ricardo! Oh. I thought he'd scored then. Put it round the goalkeeper. Here comes Luke Thomas now for Leicester. Tillemans whips one in again. Oh, Fabianski's going to have that one in his hands. Need 2 strikers and a right winger for next year. Yes. Guys, who do you think we need to sign in the summer and which positions? Obviously, it's going to be a big summer window for Leicester. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers could confirm that we're not going to spend much. But what positions do we need to fill? Let me know in the comments. Vardy. Oh, Jesus Christ. 2 pens now, not given. I don't think that was a pen, Stephen, to be honest. James Collins, Ivan Toney, yes. People have lost their jobs. That's what players on the pitch. They need sacking in my eyes. James Collins, Forgan Hazard. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Messi at this rate. He's out of contract at the end of the summer. I'd love Messi at Leicester. Andy Medhurst says Ivan Toney. Eden Hazard and Moise Keane. Josh King says Toonami. Colin Johnson says Celtic striker and a right winger. Sean told me we're all getting somebody from another club in Belgium. He's a striker. Peter Williams, I'll tell you what position we need to fill a new manager. Maybe Benitez. Nah, no thanks. I don't want Benitez. I'll stick by Rodgers like you do. You know, you have to stick by your manager. Brendan Rodgers has done a tremendous job as Leicester City manager. I know some results have gone against us, but that's football, guys. We just have to deal with it as fans and move on to the next game. Sean, how are you, mate? He says, come on, Leicester. Jake Palmer, Seth Maximan. Yes, it'd be a great shout for sure. Martinez for Newcastle. Nick Moore. Don't know, Jacko. We have no money, but we need to sign a winger, a striker, and a centre attacking midfield minimum. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, we sign another striker. Stephen Price said we'll stick by Rodgers. Cost too much to get rid of. Yeah.
We ain't sacking Rodgers. It doesn't matter about the money. We're not sacking him because of the money. We're not sacking him because he's a bloody world class manager, and he's guided us to a bottle at the end of last season, but still a 5th place finish, our 2nd highest finish in Premier League history, and also we're currently sat 3rd in the table.
Mate. You've gone. So, guys, we're coming up to the 83rd minute now. So, Nick Moore says, I feel for Brendan. I do as well, mate. You know, the team that he put out should show some fight and some passion. And we're lacking that today, which is such a shame, really. Sean Winters says we need to win the next 4 games. Mate, this game was a massive game as well. It's not. We need to look at this game as well, guys. This game we needed 3 points out of, and obviously we ain't got it. So 4 games, 12 points. It's doable, but it's which Leicester City turn up. If it's the one today, then we could struggle to get them points. But I'm not saying we are going to.
You right, mate?
Yes, I'm good. You?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. I don't want him sacked. He's got the young lads playing well. 3rd in the league and semi-final. Sacking chat is a bloody joke. It is a bloody joke, and you're absolutely disgraceful if you think we should sack him. One of the best managers we've had in recent years, and you're saying about sacking him. Shocking. Ben Rama's a baller. Yes, he's someone that we spoke about in the summer about, hopefully getting.
Indeed, he picks it up. Midfield, finds Luke Thomas. Come on, run it, team. Don't go backwards. Run it to him. That's what I want to see. I want to see you run and take the game to West Ham. All Brighton now. Can we score another? Do we sit back? Soucek's going to deal with it. And West Ham are going to keep the ball, launch it forward, and Leicester's going to win. Johnny Evans now. Ricardo. Out to Albrighton. Ricardo. Albrighton. Kel. Come on now, Leicester. Kick it up a bit. Tillemans. And Fabianski's just going to get hold of that one. Sean A. Stubbs says Leicester manager's really good. Yes, he is. I'm just going to drop out, Locks.
Yeah, mate, no worries.
Just give me a second.
Kyle, people talking about sacking are not real fans in my eyes. I'd agree. Sack the manager with the highest win percentage at our club. Joke. Leicester manager, very good. Hopefully, I think people are frustrated that Brendan can't seem to beat teams that we should be beating. Yeah, but we've beaten Man City. We've beaten Spurs. We've beaten Chelsea. And then on the other hand, we've beaten Burnley. We've beaten West Brom. We've beaten Fulham. So I don't get what it is. We are beating teams that we should beat, and we are beating teams that we shouldn't beat. But you can't win any game. You can't win every game. It doesn't happen.
Right.
That's not what football is. That's not what football is unless you're paying, hundreds of millions of pounds for players. As Craig says here, it's the hardest league in the world. You can't beat everyone.
Not true.
And did he shoot?
Well, it's the hardest league in the world, says Craig Spicer. It is. It is the hardest league in the world. It's one of the very best as well.
Lovely Albrighton. Again, amazing Albrighton. Goes down. Still got it. It's going to be a corner. Goal kick.
You know what, Mike? You could have gone for a penalty then. Yeah, I agree with Fee's comment there. It's the players, not Brendan. Yeah, the players have let him down today. It's not what Brendan would have enticed his team to do today, Fee. He would have expected them to go out with a positive attitude and go and win the game and try to come away with a point or 3 points. And obviously they've not done that today. We've conceded sloppy goals and just haven't been good enough. The only positive we can take today is Kel's goal, unless we get another. Chris Gibson says, in my opinion, bring through some young talent. Yeah. If you look at Leicester, Chris, we brought the likes of Fofana in, Soyuncu, Harvey Barnes is learning. Bringing through the youngsters are only going to make them better and more experienced. So giving them the game time that they need are only going to make them more confident. So we're coming up to the 88th minute and 45 seconds in this game. West Ham 3, Leicester City 1. Please like and share the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out our content on Leicester Fan TV. You won't be disappointed. So, yeah. We'll obviously have the post-match after this. The post-match analysis. We'll get people's views in. Albrighton. Oh. And it's still... Ball great. Says depression has set in. Rogers looks like how we feel. Exactly.
Can I just put some on the screen a sec, chat, mate?
Go on.
Like, obviously, we've had the comments about Rodgers, which we all know are ludicrous, but I'm seeing comments saying for us to get rid of Ricardo, which I think is ridiculous. Now, anyone who knows anything really about sports science will know how difficult it is to come back from an ACL injury. And
Yeah.
a stat that I read the other day, which will be interesting for you all to see. Yes, it's a high percentage, but 79% of players
Yeah.
come back, like don't retire from an ACL, right?
Yeah.
Which means that 21% of footballers don't come back. 71%.
Three, two.
71%.
Come on,
71%,
Kel.
mate.
6 minutes left.
21% of footballers don't come back from ACLs. So a year after he got injured, please do not say get rid of Ricardo. But as Jack just said,
3-2.
I'm just putting it on now. It's 3-2 to West Ham. Kelechi, was that Kelechi again with another goal?
Kelechi, yeah, and there's only one thing to do. Leicester City 2, West Ham United 3. Come on, Brendan. Can we get another goal in the last 5 minutes? So, yeah, another goal from Kel. That's his 9th goal in 6 games. So, yeah, Teresa, forehead. Yes, 3-2, boys. Come on now. Squeaky bum time, like Rick Rubin says. Sean, we can do this. Get in there. Let's go. It's smash or grab in the next 5 minutes for Leicester. I guess we'd take a point, won't we, Locks, if we can actually get it.
Yep.
Here comes Wilf now. West Ham look tired. Can Leicester take advantage of it? Ricardo now. Oh, Max Wacker's just been booked as well. And I think he's just pulled up. David Moyes wants his team to come back. Yeah, Fee says, come on, Leicester, let's get a draw. Yes. Come on, boys. Castagna. Is that going out for a corner? Is it a throw-in?
Leicester throw-in. How many minutes extra? There was 6 minutes, which means there is 3.5 minutes left of the game.
Come on,
3.5
Leicester.
minutes.
Come on, boys. Tillemans now. Finds Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans looks over the top to Castagna. Come on. Albrighton. Ricardo. To Albrighton. We've seen. Fought it. Lou Thomas. Corner. Come
Imagine
on,
my
boys.
shock. Imagine my shock at Albrighton being the game changer. We've been saying it for months. Albrighton, Mr. Reliable. Mr. Reliable.
From 3-0 down to 3-2. Come on, lads, please. Who's going to be the hero then? Will it be Schmeichel? Or will it be one of the better players? Fofana wins the header. Luke Thomas back in. Oh, and West Ham clear. Come on, boys. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Loving your positivity since we scored a first. Exactly, Fee. Let's get the positivity flowing in it. I know it's been not the best of performances, but, you know, can we get a point? Vardy now. Oh, come on, boys. Let's go.
2 minutes left.
David Moyes looks, our Loxes looked a bit mad. David Moyes is like, come on, West Ham. Stephen Price said, we can do this. Of course we can. Let's take advantage. Come on now. Ben Rama for West Ham. Right-hand side. Back to Soufal. Leicester get it back. Can we work, boys? Can we make West Ham work and get one more chance? One more chance could do it for Leicester in this game. We're a minute and 25 to go. Come on, Leicester. Believe. And you shall achieve. Here comes Tillemans now. Leicester's throwing everyone forward. Leicester should have been doing this. Nacho. The hell? Come on, Ricky. Oof. Masuaku clears and it's a throw into Leicester. Or was it a throw into West Ham?
1 minute left, everyone. 1 minute left.
Albrighton should have started. Yeah, couldn't agree more, Nick Moore. There's a minute left in the game. Can Leicester get some out of this game? 3-2 at the London Stadium as Leicester look to get a point. We're still trailing here, though. Come on, boys. Castagna finds Albrighton. Ben Johnson clears to Albrighton. Castagna. Ricardo. Penalty. Oh, get in. Go on, Albrighton. Corner. Come on. Can we nick something out of this game, Locks?
Schmeichel's up for it. Schmeichel's up
Come
for it.
on, Casper. If we played like this at the start, it would have been all right. Come on, Leicester. Albrighton whips it in. Cleared. Thomas back in. Fofana! Oh! And that's the last chance of the game. Oh, Wesley Fofana with the header, and it just goes wide. Should have scored. Free header, and West Ham win the game 3-2. Full time. West Ham 3, Leicester 2. Fofana with the last chance in the last 5 seconds. That should have gone in, Jake Palmer. Yeah, agreed. A massive header. Should have scored 3 header. But West Ham take all 3 points. As the race for top 4 heats up, we should have really played. In the last 20 minutes, we really should have played like that in the other 70, but I bet it's so stressful for you guys. Yeah, it is. With Leicester fans, it comes as an up and down. You got to take it when things are bad.
Hi, lads.
Hello, Phil.
Well, where do we go with that then?
Last 20 minutes, yeah, I thought we done well, Phil, to get 2 goals. Fofana missing a free header right at the end. So,
yeah, it was a complete free header by Fofana. He had a massive chance there to make it 3-3, and he fluffed it. He put it past the post, didn't he, Locks? It was a free header. Fofana should have scored, Jason says. I guess it was a better second half, Locks, at least. A better last 20 minutes. Better when Albrighton came on.
Should have started.
Yeah, I mean, I said it when it was 3-1. I said to Jack, I mean, I suppose 3-1's better than 3-0. But for me personally, a loss is a loss. I don't care if we lose 6-0 or 1-0. We've lost. We haven't got the points, and it was, you could argue, the biggest game of the season today because of where West Ham are and because of how close the other teams are to us as well. But yeah, it's Albrighton was magnificent when he came on. Him and Nacho, if we had to pick, were man of the matches, of course. And I'm going to go now, Phil, by the way, but I want to say one more thing. I've just seen a tweet, and I want to quickly read it out. I haven't got it, but I know what it said. It basically said, just one more bit from me on the whole saga before the game, because I do think that first half performance was affected by the news that we've had today. I hope, I'm not singling out Maddison because obviously Perez was involved as well, but I want to say, Maddison, I hope you sit there in the summer watching the World Cup, watching the Euros from home, with Lingard in that team ahead of you, and think back to this game, because look, I get people are happy that we scored 2 late goals, but for me, we've lost, and that's all that matters. And that's it. That's it. That's all I can say, pal.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm going to add Jamie in a minute. Case is saying that Sky are starting to report that it is COVID breaches. I don't know if we know that that's where that's gone yet. Is that what you're referring to, Locks? Yeah, like Alex is saying, it has been confirmed they have broken the rules.
Yes, it has been confirmed. It has been confirmed. And as I said before the game, because a Leicester spokesman has said it as well. Yeah. As I said before the game, some people may agree with the restrictions in place in the country at the moment. Some people might disagree with it. But the fact is, the restrictions are in place. The players know that. And imagine if they caught COVID and they came back into that bubble and more players caught it from them. We would have had more players out. It's just absolutely disgraceful. But I'm going to end on this. What I said to Jack today was that despite that news, the players on the pitch today should have had enough to get the points, 1 point, 3 points today. The first half performance was disgraceful. It was spineless. There wasn't enough passion. The last half an hour, it was good. It was good to watch. But still, as I said, 0 points on the board and quite a few teams hot on our tail. So, yeah.
Yeah, Locks, I agree. Sorry, I'm literally trying to read the news as well and find out what it is in there just to check. The media are reporting that it is what's happening, that they did break rules and that. So, Locks, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for doing the watch along.
It wasn't just them three as well, mate. What's come out, it was more. But the other player is injured.
Well, they're saying it's Harvey Barnes as well in here on the thing I'm reading.
Harvey Barnes, yeah, Harvey Barnes. But anyway, cheers, man.
Okay,
I'm off anyway.
Thanks, Locks.
So
cheers, pal.
Thanks
See
for
you
everyone
later.
watching and putting up with that. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Let's get in. Thanks a lot to Locks for that. Thanks, Jack. Jack, I'm just going to drop you out for a little bit. Thanks for Jack. I'm going to try and get as many comments in and get Jamie back in. Michael's there. So's Elijah. So's Tom. So's Jono. Andrew is reporting. Harvey Barnes involved as well. So they're saying. Let's get Jamie back in. Jamie, it's very tricky because it's very tricky with all this that's going on to try and talk about the game because I almost don't give a rat's arse about today's game.
No, well, I lost interest as soon as I saw that about an hour or so before the game started. It just put it down on the day completely. Even this morning on my show, somebody mentioned, I says, no, it's not true. It's not true.
I mean, just put that comment on the screen. And it's like...
Yeah. It's true.
I don't want to talk much about football when...
Like Locke said, these restrictions, people don't like them, people want them. You've got to abide by them no matter what. Like I said at the beginning of the show, a few weeks ago, it's a few weeks, a couple of months away, and that's it. It'll be all done and dusted. Well, not all done and dusted, but the restrictions will be eased, and it'd be like that's all they had to do. Wait for a couple more weeks, and it would have been an awful lot better. Why do they need to party? Why do these footballers need to party? Why do they need to ruin it? Why do they need to ruin it for us fans that pay not this year, paid good money to go and watch them? They get paid so much money, it is untrue. It really is. I just do not understand why they had to go and do it. There's people out there that have been living for the last 12 months with not a pot to piss in, and they go and ruin it like that. It's unbelievable. Just because they've got loads of money, can spend it here, there and everywhere. Just think of people like myself. I'm dying to start work, and I can't start work until people allow. And the longer it goes on, the worse it will be. And if you get people breaking the rules more and more, we're going to be back to square one. No matter nothing about this vaccine or anything, back to square one. And people look up to them. And it ruined it for me today watching that. And we didn't start playing until we were 3-0 down, or even when we were 4-0 down. And then then that goal got disallowed. We didn't start playing until then. It ruined it for me today. It really did.
I mean, Tom, I've added Tom back in. Tom, I don't know if you've read any more than me. I'm frantically trying to read it on my phone and see, but it does sound like it's been confirmed that that's what's happened. Do you know any more?
Well, apparently Morgan was in there as well. It means Wes Morgan's name's been pinged around. If that is the case, that's even more embarrassment.
It's been reported it was Harvey Barnes.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the football club. It was an embarrassing performance in the first half. It was watching park football. How many times? I don't get how many times have we got to concede a goal by a long ball going over the top to West Ham? 2 at the KP. Another one today, a long ball, hopeless ball over the top. We can't even deal with. And they literally have a tap in at the end of it. It's pathetic.
Tom, how can we talk about football?
I'm just saying,
when you can read Nick Moore's
comment. I'll read that, mate. I know, mate. I'm reading that, and I'm just saying, though, mate. The game probably doesn't mean much all today. It does in some way to me because I've just got a bad feeling now, but we're going to blow Champions League football again for 2 seasons in a row. And
Tom, what did I say a couple of months ago? What did I say a couple of months ago when everyone lambasted me on Twitter for saying it's happening again, it's going to happen again, and I got absolutely lambasted for it it, and it's happening again, exactly the same time.
Well,
9 games to go.
Barnes, on the other hand, is injured. I'm taking Barnes out of the equation. He's an absolute Dennis Pratt for getting involved with the situation, but he can't be picked today. But the other three, come on, Chowdhury's been, going mental. He's not getting game time. And Diddy gets booked, and Diddy can't make a tackle. Oh, we haven't got another player. We would have done because Hamza could have come on. You're 2-0 down. Perez probably would have started today's game if he, hadn't been out. Maddison, 2-0 down. Great, we can bring Maddison on for the second half. No, we can't because they've all been out and done something stupid. All 4 players should be literally fined, not weeks, 2 weeks' wait, a massive chunk of money because they all know how much the Premier League and all the other clubs up and down the country are having to sacrifice to play football week in, week out. And not just Premier League, going down into the lower leagues, they're all having to be careful what they're doing so they can play. And some of the players are only on £1,000 a week, £500 a week, £800 a week. These boys are earning 60, 70, 80 grand a week, and they can't stay in for 3 weeks, 4 weeks' time. Absolute embarrassment, the lot of you. And do you know what? They talk about, they'll come back in next week. They shouldn't play for the rest of the season for me. But why should they come back into that team? They've absolutely spoiled the season by what they've done for me. We all know the rules. We all know we're fed up of being stuck at home. The fans want to get back to the ground. The players want the fans in the ground. And then they go and do something stupid like that. Just embarrassing, a lot of them.
I mean, David says here they should be ashamed. I've read people say we've got to be careful what we say because obviously it's being reported. But I'm literally reading this as we go along off my phone.
The club have made an announcement, mate.
Have they?
Yeah, the club have made an announcement. BBC Radio Leicester have put something out there saying the club have confirmed it was a COVID incident or breaking of the rules, mate. So
they have.
I know we've got to be careful in some ways, but do you know what? It's like I say, it doesn't matter what happens today really now because we're going to be in all the newspapers Monday morning. We all lambasted.
Wrong reasons.
Yeah, we all lambasted Jack Grealish when he did it last year twice, and then we go do it.
This is off BBC Leicester Sport Twitter. It says here, breaking. A Leicester City spokesman said the club has made its expectations around adherence to COVID-19 protocols abundantly clear to all its personnel. It is extremely disappointing, therefore, to learn of a breach. Those involved have apologised for their poor judgment. Response to the matter will be concluded internally. We wholly expect our people to behave in a way that reflects the national effort and sacrifices made by communities to control the spread of the virus.
Didn't want apologies.
Just ridiculous.
Idiots.
Don't want apologies. I wanted 3 points today.
Yeah,
that should have been more. Should have been more to them today.
Adam says here, still want to play Madders next week. We need him. It's shit, but I want to win next week. Adam, I couldn't give a flying monkeys. I don't want Maddison to play next week. I don't know about you, Jamie. I don't know about you, Tom. He can forget it.
I think he's lost a lot. A lot of Leicester fans now will be annoyed with all of the players, including Barnes.
Don't want Madders to start next week in a Wembley Cup semi-final. No thanks for me, Adam.
The only thing is though, if it's handled internally and then they don't let him play, it's like cutting a nose off to spite a faces. If Maddison or Perez don't, it's a bit of a catch-22. I understand where you're coming from, Phil. I know what you mean. Yeah, he deserves not to play because of what he's done. He's let us all down, but it's the semi-final of the FA Cup, and the only way to get back in good books slightly is go out there and perform to his utter best. But I know where you're coming from, Phil. I do understand exactly where you're coming from. For what he's done, for what any player's done, but it just doesn't deserve to be there.
Chris said he couldn't get married to COVID. Jamie, you can't open your bar and earn any money because of COVID.
People can't come on holiday, correct?
People can't come on holiday. People can't go to people's funerals. Just behave.
Can I just put it like this? All those players who play together and been really good and making sure they look after each other. What about the ones who got family like Vardy? What about, and got kids? So if one of them brings it back into the camp, you're then opening up a can of worms that another player might get it and then pass it to his kids. Can you imagine if that was to happen? The players would be going absolutely mental at these four for that because someone might get it. I just don't get the madness behind it, be honest.
Listen, let's quick. I'm going to quickly. I don't want to talk too much longer about all of this, so I'm going to quickly add Michael in. Michael,
cheers.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Go on then. Yeah, quickly, Michael. What would you like to say?
Well, I wanted to say at the beginning, I wasn't as down on the boys about hitting up a COVID party because the pandemic's been going on for a while, and we're talking about 20-somethings, and mistakes are going to happen. As a club, we've been pretty good about not having positive tests, especially during the beginning of the pandemic, and the guys were playing all good. But after hearing all you guys talk about it and the club and the sacrifices and comments, yeah, it's pretty selfish of these guys. And now I am kind of getting a little upset, but at the same time, they got their punishment today. They can't play. They're ashamed. They're shamed with the fans, with the league. But we lost bad today, and we need to move on because we have a Champions League spot in the balance, and we have an FA Cup trophy in the balance. So they need to take their lumps from this. And we as a club, we got to move on because we have goals to meet. And today was a big setback. This week was a big setback, and I think it showed on the pitch. What happened off the pitch showed on the pitch, and so we can't let this carry on any longer. We can't carry this week after week. Once these guys come back with their negative COVID tests, we need to move forward. Brendan needs to get the guys moving forward because today was really, really bad. I think you can hear it in my voice.
Brilliant. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for you.
Cheers.
Yeah. There's I don't even want to talk swag with you today, Michael, but thanks for clicking in.
It's just
Jamie?
annoying, Phil. It's just annoying, isn't it? Just annoying. We've all done so well and for 12 months and they go and bugger it up for left, right, and centre. Like Tom says, and those got family members and young family members. It's just annoying. It really is. It's just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Have you gone, Phil? I think you've frozen.
Yeah, a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me again now, Jamie.
Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah, I can still hear you. It's just, like I say, it's just embarrassing, pal. It really is.
Yeah, listen, Jamie, I'm going to let you drop out just for a minute. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm going to go because my battery's nearly dead, pal. My battery's nearly dead, so I'll speak to you later in the week.
All right. Cheers.
See you later.
Thank you. See you later. Listen, I'm struggling for a little bit of connection here. I don't know. I think there's a lot of fans watching, which is great. Please get your comments in and let's know what you think to it. I'm going to try and get a couple of more people in, but I am struggling with the connection, which is due to so many comments in here. Tony said a couple of months ago about West Ham being fierce to be reckoned with, or force, I think he means there. And all I got was the biggest slagging off. I like to see that. Well, it doesn't quite make sense. Lee says, sorry, not bothered, no excuses, end of. Don't cut your face off to no spite your face. It was bad enough bottling it last year. Play him if he's your best player, says Danny. I don't know. I think some people just have principles, maybe, Danny. That's all I'd say. Listen, let's see quickly if I can get Elijah in.
Hello?
Elijah? Yeah, over to you, mate. What would you like to say?
Well, I think it's at least positive that we pulled 2 goals in towards the end of the match. But at the end of the day, I think there do need to be some really strict consequences for the players. You know, I mean, my entire province here in Canada just went into lockdown again because of people gathering indoors and the way that it was spreading the virus. Like, even beyond just the principle of the effect that it might have had on the team, the club needs to take a stance and hold up to its standards. And this has had dire consequences on us as well as on the city as a whole. It's a dangerous thing to do. And I kind of agree that I don't want to see them in the semifinal, even if they are match fit.
Yeah. Well, I tend to agree with you. Leicester's been suffering in lockdown since pretty much the start of all this, Elijah. So we'll see you at next week's game, Elijah. Okay?
Yeah, I got to hop off now, but thanks for having me.
Thanks, Elijah. Let's see if I can get one or two people more on. Let's see if I can get Ross on briefly.
Hi, Phil.
Ross?
Yeah.
Hi, Ross. What would you like to say?
Well, obviously
Yep,
now it's
fire away.
has it been officially confirmed now? So
Well, we're reading it as, yeah.
Oh,
We're reading
right, well,
this. BBC Radio Leicester are reporting that the club official spokesman are saying it is.
well, it's not been confirmed on the website, though, is it? But I get what you mean. But to be honest, they shouldn't, again, I agree with you. They shouldn't play next week. You know, the first semi-final since 1982, and they're going to do stuff like that. You know, they should be fine. Yeah, I agree with what Tom said. They should find more than a couple of weeks' wages. Weeks' wages, nothing to them. And Jamie said earlier about, obviously, we haven't paid to watch them. Obviously, that pay-per-view stuff. Let's not forget that. But obviously, you know,
well, we have paid to watch them. We have paid to watch them, Ross, because I own 4 season tickets. So I paid 70 quid.
Sorry, yes.
So
Yes,
I've spent
sorry.
280 quid, let alone my Sky subscription and my BT subscription. Yeah. So we do pay to watch it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, obviously, we got back into it, but you just couldn't tell. I mean, as soon as that third goal went in there, it dropped even more. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling for words. I mean,
well, I am. I'm can't even be bothered to talk about the game because it was a terrible first half. Second half, we had a bit of a fight back. Too little, too late. But you're just thinking all the way through. We've got 3 players who should be in that squad, could have been in the squad, and helping us on a big game day.
Exactly. And the problem is now, do you know what? They're only sorry because they've been caught.
Yes.
Exactly. So if there's even if you did it by accident, I didn't mean to. I'm thinking, why have you gone and done it? Why have you gone? Like Jack Grealish has done it before. Obviously, got battered on it. You know, so we were like, he's broke probables. Now we there's no excuses that no matter who it is, and they're going to get fined massively. And obviously, Top won't take this lightly. And you know what? Our owners are like. They don't take anything lightly. Obviously, I said earlier about the 6 years ago with them 3. They didn't take that lightly. So I don't think they'll take it lightly with Madison. I didn't want to say the names. Them 3, if I'm honest. But obviously, we're gonna have to focus on next. Like, it's gonna be hard to focus. Hard to focus next week. Obviously, them 3 out. But we can't just obviously blame the defeat if we do not get qualified next week on that. But it doesn't help.
Ross, you've just said what I've been thinking.
Yeah.
Immediately, I mean, we were all a bit too cocky about we've got Southampton in FA Cup semi-final, but already you've sown the seeds. You know what other people are thinking now.
Exactly.
For next week, aren't you?
The thing is, Southampton are no pushovers. They're a good side. They're not like a terrible team. They're a good side. No game is easy this season. You look at yesterday. Leeds beat Manchester City. With 10 men, anything can happen in football. So I think next week, we're going to be really on edge, and I really hope we do win. Obviously, if them players play next week, they need to get them back in the good books. And obviously, I know that's going to be unlikely at the moment, but if they were, they're going to at least have to score a hat-trick each, or at least put on the performance of their lifetime, because they can't just go in there and think, "Oh, that's all right. I've had a week off. Not playing. I'll be all right next week." No, that's not the case. They really need to show. What's the word? When the missus is not happy with you need to really make it up to them. You've got to make it up for a long time, not a lot for the rest of their lives, the rest of their careers really at Leicester. And whether Madison leaves or whatever, anything like that at all, they just need to make it up to us in a way, put smiles back in our face. But until then, they're just idiots, morons. I don't know about the Wes Morgan thing. I don't know about that yet. But if he's in it, then he's even big an idiot because he's much older, more experienced, and if he's gone and done that,
well, we don't know. The reports are
that's what I'm saying.
The reports were it was Harvey Barnes in there as well, but I'm only going what I'm reading.
I bet the I'm going to spell it because I don't like saying it. But the SUN, they're going to have a field day on this because they absolutely just don't like Leicester, do they? So they're going to have a field day on it. The newspaper, the Sun.
I know what you mean, Ross. Listen, thanks for joining us, Ross.
Anyway, but
we'll see you soon.
See you later.
Thanks, Ross.
Later.
I'm going to let Ross go. Thanks a lot for Ross joining us. Chris, I'm going to quickly get in. Just briefly, Chris, give us your views. Hi, Chris.
Hi. I mean, I'm one of those kind of people that really takes COVID rules like really to heart because I obviously live in Peterborough and we've got the second most cases in the whole UK. So it really ticks me off when I see people breaking rules. And to hear that we've had four potential Leicester players breaking rules, it's just completely out of order. The match, we were absolutely awful. We had no passion until we were, as Jamie said, we were in effect 4-0 down. Yes, okay, the fourth goal got ruled out, but there was no passion at all. And they were just cutting through us like a knife through butter. Like, seriously, where was our defence? They were just cutting right through it. So, no, we completely deserved to lose today, but it's been overshadowed by those players who disrespected us, really. Disrespected us because they've been very selfish. They've clearly not. I mean, how can any Premier League footballer think they can go to a party and it will just be completely kept under wraps? It won't.
Chris, thanks for your views. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot for coming on.
No worries.
We'll speak again later in this week. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get Keith in as well. Keith, thanks for being so patient. Keith, can you hear me, mate?
Hello, mate.
Hi, Keith. Thanks for joining us. What would you like to say?
Like everybody else, a little bit disappointed. Underestimatedly, I'm disappointed. I've got a heart condition. I live in Bristol, so I've been in virtual lockdown until the last couple of weeks. I can understand everybody's disappointment and sort of almost vitriolic thought process with regards to they can't play again. However, should 3 or 4 players cost the badge and the club and the ethos with regards to a potential win and moving things forward in the FA Cup? At the end of the day, you make a mistake. The women's team made a mistake a few weeks ago and they've won the league. If these guys are sorry, get them out on the pitch and play and win. And if they win the FA Cup, say sorry. I think I think the hierarchy will also make or should make an example of them all with regards to financial penalties and also a community sanction within the Leicester City community, especially with people that have lost people that have suffered from COVID losses. I think the lads need to understand if Wes Morgan's involved, then he was touted to be an ambassador in the future.
I don't think Wes Morgan is involved, Keith.
But I'm just going on what people have said.
Yeah,
I would hope not. With Wes, to be fair.
We're still, to be fair with you, Keith, we're still, again, it's all coming out. So we're trying to say, look, it's still ifs, it's still allegedly, who knows? But the media is definitely starting to report it.
You and I know, it's all conjecture. However, at the end of the day, it's down to that badge that you and I and 30, 40,000 other people wear. Do we want to be coming next season going, we won the FA Cup, or do we want to say, well, we didn't make the FA Cup because we're glad because of it's a difficult balance. But I tell you what, I would rather say we won the FA Cup and the players learned and suffered financially and helped the community with it, and they learned from their mistakes. I don't want to see the club in the bigger picture lose out on something that potentially we can have a go at.
Yeah. Okay, Keith. I think that's a good balanced viewpoint, and it gives a slightly different side to what some of the other people have been saying. So, Keith, thanks a lot for joining us to give us your views. It's been great. Thanks, pal. Thanks a lot to Keith. Thanks a lot to all of you for getting your views in there. I'm just reading some of the comments, which I'm not going to put on screen, but Sam Perkins, that's an interesting one. If that is true, what you've just put in there, I will have a look. Tomorrow night, I am live. We've got a fan zone show. I think I know what we're going to be talking about. I've literally, during that, Dave Blue Van Man has texted me. He is coming on tomorrow night's show. He's not impressed at all with what's been going on. And he wants to come and give me his views, which is great. So join me and Dave, who is better known as Blue Van Man on YouTube and Twitter, at 7:30 tomorrow night. We've got Jack is doing his show on Wednesday with Ross. I've been looking forward to. We need to start to look forward to FA Cup semi-final, first time in just under 40 years on Sunday. Locks is live on Friday. Jamie's doing an FA Cup special next Sunday. And we'll try and get back onto the football later this week. But it is a very strange day. It's never straightforward supporting Leicester City, is it at all? If it's not one thing, it's the next. Let's hope we're not blowing it again like last year. Thanks for all your views. Thanks for all your comments. See you tomorrow night, 7:30. Like and share this video if you can. And, I'm off for a beer.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.